Moache na memo akwaba mfambra Nnawotwe Yi so Adom TV nyankopon adom ye emayakọ Nnawotwe asa atwa ne ho aba beto ye se ye de nase na emanyame na yesa da waseso se anapay wama yakwanja se yemra ofie yemra office yemra oka mu bebia wo a hwe ye bia no yese ye de nase na emawo program we efi ha twa ne ho so ewo asempa 94.7 FM menia penning ekua boatwa yi Adom member na baso for the one ya waya na pay wajejo tata ye interviews also ye nyina educate kama ye nso ye ba betwa so na yakoye ni wonu say Nnawotwe Yi the governing New Patriotic Party MPP led by Omo flag bearer Dr. Mahamudu Baumia eko takrade miami krom ahanta maimu edio mo manifesto kotudwa ekansem bebre ene ye ba besi nkonwa ne yatumi adomo so kose ne omokaye no hemfa na ye de to ebeboa ampa se ne omo we omo aka betumi aye de no ne omo aka kra omo pa kire sen ye ba bedi ho enkomo onim so se enne memene da kase ate say the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, the largest opposition party. Also, ekwakopa omo manifesto hotam ewo Winneba eno nso no yebekọ ho yedobekọ ne akwakọhwe se ekọ ne sen ne yebisa omo rep in studio se edeben na wose yede yeni to se yebete from NDC or yatete you know, Women's Bank, 24-hour economy, youth manifesto, betudwa yetini omokaye na ensembe ne also yeni da or manifesto inti ebeko nso akwakoshe ne ekokose again un say peace council ko share NDC within the week. NDC kire say omo de peace pact bi ani ho besa na mum so besa ni a omo de nyoma esia ana nsia na egu ho se yade a ye nyina yetumi resolve dia ene the NDC be hwe no wasan the peace pact ntia be hwe no nso na onim se Nnawotwe Yi nso ensem bebre na betodwa ewo the All Africa Games Ghana ye now the Ministry of Youth and Sports echo the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament na mo de nso bebre ko tudwa mo ba ko ne se omutua sikapudo bi the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation for the coverage of the air games, you know. GBC, our Director General, so by no beka say, emum. Sika mo munya idea and do $200,000 in po. Na no na din sembe bre ba ye krata way back. And also, ye besin konya na ya hwemu say All Africa Games spending a course no. And no so ye de inside to hin na befa na bibia tumi akoye. Ntoni entina na nyina ye ndwendwendwendwen nsem we ho because oman eyeye mame enewo se mbonso a ebo edigu ye nyina yetiri so enti se tenia nneoma kono so me no ye sinkonya na yetumi pensem mu na ene yebekọ miamia abena pokua ahwene ewo ono ewo Winneba or report on air the NDC manifesto yebekọ na yene na kodin komo kama aje ne ekoso nyina de abreo Yaba studio ha Alhaji Halidu Haruna, a member of the NDC's National Communications team. Ono oyobia enkano no wa ye dwuma baby say ne ekoba ne esin nyina o man ha ene say yenka presidency otiase ye enti obeboa me yetumi ate se ne a nemu we nyina no esiko no obeboa no already he's in the studio with me. Na yene da kwan se ora Solomon Asante also a member of the MPP's National Communications team of Abba Cancer our studio ha na yetumi ene edin komo na the MPP manifesto no my promises bebre say be sustaining no expanding Ghana's rebounding economy again be creating new jobs be implementing wide-ranging tax reforms be building Ghana into a world-class digital economy be reducing the cost of living expand public infrastructure, provide better health care for all, implementing affirmative action for women and girls, expand educational opportunities for all, provide good governance, care for the elderly, protect our environment, boost sports and creative art and tourism, protecting our borders and keeping safe neighborhoods. Inti we ni nyoma dunai MPP manifesto say to help improve the livelihoods of me and newo. Ibe try honi yaba yebe sinkonye ne yetumi adomu asuko ne yenyina ne yetumi atiase. Into ni entna from Samuel Kojo Brace on behalf of my production team, my cameraman, sound, lighting, and you biano, Messi Nasi encounter so do if you are to her. No money entna ye train hotel near by a bar. Ebe call and seminal. See, Memoir Kwababio Mvamra Adom TV and Asempa 94.7 FM. We Jumedia ye Nnawotwe Yi Yedi Ewaha. Na memfa onko Fantimemo Winneba the National Democratic Congress omusin konya ne ombabe launche omo 2024 manifesto. Na yenkwe na mene minia abna pokia ahwene enkodi nkomo. Abna na anapay den ekoso ho twamfoni ni kire.
Ediache Ghana fo nyina na omafo ehunu ensusuye ya party no ewo ne hyehye ase nyame adom na December 7 omo mutumi na omo de ebeye dwuma abu oman no ama Ghana fo enya hoto ene enkanko na ene wo ba ebehwe sede ya ehate no a ye wo Jofusa na mo mensa conference center ya no ewo University of Education Winneba na enye efiti Winneba Junction edi remua ebedu babia UEW ewo no wo hunu se omanpanida da John Dramani Mahama oye Frankatuni edima NDC ni mfoni na enwachi so no Frankatuni abedi echi Professor Nana Jane Opoku Agiman ono aso ni mfoni age han mu nyina afa na enhyehya hodro ampanyefo de egu akwanso eba no bambon so ni nyina no egina mu pa ye bedru anopa ye hunu se jamano asase jamana asase achese ntentempa no asase ade ba kwa ye hunu se na ensuo no ani wo fom pa ejamu kakra ano nye den eye nwenwenwen no a na ate eye nwenwenwen no a na ate ensuo no ani ewo fom anopa yi ewo ha se ya de empanyefo bi anyo mkasa ye no ehwe ni mu ene se ewemu bete na ebedu bra dwumadie ne bekoso no na akosa wo hye machia eha ena eye bia ya ene empanyefo behia omabodwan so wabonten a ne ekokwa hodo ni nyina no so no ewo hosa na yebedi nkomo manya empanyefo ni bia benyomo betwetwe nkomo na yahye enche bia ena eye the youth manifesto omampanida da John Dramani Mahama editudwa emu nkomodi eguso a ekoso a yenwie ye enene omosanso de manifesto nakasa opemu no enonom enwomasua wo medwadie wo mu kyese kuadwuma wo mapomudin nyina ewo mu no ni nyina ekeka ho bi na maka pomudin yi ma mene Dr. Jewapia eni nkomo na eba no NDC professionals a wono na oye chese secretary general ye mo nkomo nti we no health isan so ye Dr. Doc Martin Opey
meje odo chemuti ma kan fancy e ho
betima kan fancy
yo and I introduced that from Dr. Jewapia secretary general to NDC professional forum ye wo eku bia ye professionals a ye zi yimzi ye the tie NDC dwumazi nature na and Jumaji kase na orbado manifesto na manifesto if you know about pane ho ntama akere hen nti muntum kan yi na ara kisa wa papa do wa kan yi na rewie ansa na mamamokwan mamaka ma manifesto nim bese yakaya NDC ya manifesto 2020 ya kan sampi nimu na yetsimi pi na yabaka ho asam nde wo manifesto launch na ase the work at bibi today the health of the nation is a wealth of the nation yimpa na pomzen no che ne bobio enti NDC manifesto na ya NCC an yan oman payina ofan his excellent joma yan run ofan the flag bearer ofan John Dramani Mahama obaba ye man payinin anu no okwa no tete adomi na hwana no all the bibitira before the stakeholders on your doctor for Asia on your nurses midwives Asia on your laboratory technicians on your physicians on your don't pay Asia no te wan eba how no how hwan kasa say yeah no many ma obotuma aboa in the next 4 years no mama here great them NDC health manifesto yetin timo do yabe ibi today you in the nine yerba kasa waba offer inkofo one okunkum nkrofo penye non communicable diseases yerba oba perfume yenyim da yewo da yerba no Into the mazi, I heard that you will take health to the doorstep of the community. Yet the appointment about call baby in appointment call another the communities in Ubenya your friend the health education. No what action one who ye. Yo, it's about share non-communicable disease in your can we. Yes, you about so a time of COVID the ban near whom the Ghana Sunny engineer you cry. Yan health infrastructure. I go from papa. Now MPP for what's in there, where is the idea of friend? One man targeted us by certain period of time. You see agenda 88, you see 88 facilities. We do 1 year. Since you also see 111 facilities. Ni nara baby yedi. A group in one way. O man paying John Mahama Soba. Ni nara washer. No way ni nara. There were a lot of health facilities here. Tama NDC, Tama Excellency John Mahama or Warden NDC Warden. What is see a ni naka habem. Ni nara osoba. Or washer the ni nara yet intimi ye. Ama say a friend doctors and nurses no. We two more your friend biapa no wa share a yarfo. We'll make sure that we renovate the health institutions. We'll make sure that all the health infrastructure that he started and we abandoned will be rehabilitated. Abuse you the health, but certain parts of this country. Young manifesto there, all regional hospitals, we go to my teaching hospitals. I'm a doctor for the nurses for we to training one. All the parts of the country, 16 regions in a way, we to training one. I'm a specialist in all parts of the country. In your P. Yo, nurses emergency papa na mazere bra hwan. O yo baka na wase na John Mahama be no, otwo hwan a friend na nursing trainees allowance otwom. No, we are not going to cancel it. Health trainees allowance no, obetim. Na mom obey wa mo hwan, abi so friend loan. Am a eco school na agi loan na say we school a otumi na hwe wo ho. Ye wo about 75,000 nurses otin if you won ye adwuma ye. MPP na say say there was over employ 15,000 of them. Na tankana work na 60,000 ye we ho den.
My nyina allowance hono no wo sem ntwam na momo no mo de loan ne ba nti mo beje allowance no no ma san loan aka ho sorry
obeje allowance na mo we are also to get the loans am say what say we are etuma hwe ho you know you're able to provide that facility for the nurses. Into nurses, if you are listening to me right now, those sitting at home, see we are all the infrastructures now. You're able to post one year to do infrastructure, so we will try to minimize necessary warrior school 3 years, 4 years, and what's in the field. We'll minimize it and get them into institutions.
Now, is it the best approach? Me kwa you're lawyer George Luhonom. Na mene ne dingo, but the best approach is say na allowance ho dada obi enim salawa wo honom na munim die mu na la wan free ho na student loan emra na mo body mienu ni nyina abre wom de ntia.
Me ebe kan ye there. Say we are upgrading the nursing training institutions and degree awarding institutions. Eco universities are one more loans. I'm a loan since we are, then they give you a soft time, time to pay for the loans. That's what I say. Into this way we are trying to encourage. If we was in there, one nursing allowances nazi. Now say a friend that I'm paying the basic. Baumia. Also, Yamu still wait here. Na young lady I know the lady no teaching man. Obi said that na made 4 years in my school. Men saying kai. If you now so ko hwe. Mama yam promise aja you to me here. Okay. In NDC so promise away because obi o why bida. But your child say. Na say but the nurses obi aruko to kwan doctors will to kwan na say. Let's engage them. Let's see how we can all talk to them and see Ebenazi no hwe. That is why H.E. John Mahama he met all these stakeholders. No he was in common. What else do you want us to do? Inti na me yamani na ka o man da yebeda ho ezi ni mu da onara no besin de
mate me ni wu ye mesan ba hwala wa ho na yebegina na me ne south north day me da say yewra Georgelo emo enkomo ye mo atia no pe
me je oso ni
yehu wa chepa
oh me sha
and wa che da na do ho ateye sa no
there be say na say role I play or party ni. It doesn't call for frontline. As Deputy Director Legal, I'm a backroom person. Me advise the party on legal issues and helping with legal issues.
It's an Ghana for expecting in film hormone manifesto him.
Oh, I'm say and Neno, John Mahama, Obo Pro Nyinano or Dani several policies about 68 of them so far. And then a baby Shemukina. And then you will be a friend operationalization. And then in church, do na beba. Into we should look forward to explanation of the policies now. 24 hours. What does it mean? How does it affect the policies now? Because one of the things you notice, say 24 hours now. We are not saying every policy we would also show you how it will fit into the 24-hour cycle that into basically an end you see the sweetness of the pudding is in the eating. We are coming to eat the pudding and see how sweet it is.
Now, what my manifesto launch now? Now, were you part of the committee? And also, more do you drink? Were you part of it?
Well, we were in various committees, sector by sector. I'm a lawyer, so I was in the Justice Delivery Committee. So if there are policies in justice delivery, we're all part of ideas, fashioning it out.
You tell me, besides, and now the Ghanaian publisher a report to be, and no more NPP, a day or more manifesto no ebeto abonteno. Now it could be within the NDC Eshesenka committee na a manifesto no, and yes, such a be because of a nam the omoti and as Dr. Bomia editu jano, I must see a faction a better party, Muse, Monsesano. Committee no so ye adwuma say almost sano no kre
so bibi sa kra NC na Dr. Baumia ni policies obeka na say no manifesto amka then fufuro e wo mu ana NTB da. Tell me, go and look at what is new about Baumia's year. In actual fact, say ubeka ni kwarepana because H. John Mahama as he went around or done the policies they have rather gone and taken some of the policies and tried to skew it. What is an Omuka SME bank? Omanka until we came out with the women bank and almost Sheda Omuntiminka Women's Bank, SME and all other policies. So we the copy MPP that they don't have anything, they don't have the men. Area boys been Omachi or to baby or to papa. So you've seen their manifesto launch. Compare it to Young Youth Manifesto launch here. And today you will see a mega launch.
But as enough die George Lo na mamine dock him na the entire Mecassi Samba dock allowance one and who some one and free ho. It's a dinner because you perceive yes, I didn't enough for the moon say a one here into what some of the bar at the end of my behun.
Ye
allowances
no, it was not cancelled.
Now, but
we said there in chair it would be beneficial. The best expand on the nursing training colleges. I'm a don't people to nursing training. In Chayam consider exchange with the loan into a yen for into time and this or what no to allowance. Into the allowance and no. But we are kind of now that we are upgrading to university level, so degree awarding, like other universities, why don't you consider the loan, soft loans for graduates in church into any say yen for into our propaganda or your propaganda. No, yeah, but we okay, there. Where you feel, where you teacher training allowance if you, where you feel.
To the Mutiano said, "You Mutio more banks are because at the end of the day, no, we've got to know. Getting to the latter part of the election, 2016, no, now it's a tabletop cry because when Pania Kufuado Casoba on allowance no burying state, no, and now so much as a tabletop cry.
Okay, the orange chop because you chop. Say, and it's okay. The review pet. No, young was in the review means cancellation. It's
more in chat a nursing training teacher training allowance.
Pocho, many nurses in Komopi. So it tells you that we're going to give it to them because if that's they want. But most of the training institutions become, as I said already. Don't let me repeat myself. And with all the yes, in church, but I did so how very important. Also, mobile health facilities are yet when you health facilities. The chip compounds and yes, we're going to improve on the chip compounds. We need about 6,000 chip compounds. We're going to improve that and make sure that the health is taken to the grassroots. I
say Dr. Nnawotwe Yi and NDC Professionals Forum or your Secretary General and Yenena Bonko na me de wo auditorium nim na fe ya hye said ya enyomatia wo ba bambo amwa ayere pa bambo aye very tight se wo ha na ye said ya ho enhyehyɛ etie ene ade no emu ayere wo ha na ye hwɛ se ye bewura mu na ya hye said auditorium no etie said ya ho hye no ekọ na afi ya hunu sempanyifo besi nkonwa na omo ebekasa eno so no enkomodie na ye de ato aso pepepem ya hye se ye bebo awramu na de wo ho bia no ye de ato aso na aja ye de akoye madaroma aban ye da sepa enti ahanomo na eye jofusa na moa conference center na ha na ene dwumadie no ebekoso na empanyifo nyina soso ahunti na yepie na hanom no restricted obia to be mfa ha obia to be mfa ha yemonra ho na yenhye sede tie etu hu machi a hanom na edwa no ewo wo sha tent ahodo nyina party mpanyifo party for ene ade nyina ewo ho no mu binti no nti auditorium ni mu na yabewura no na wo hwe sede a setup no ekọ ene enhyehyɛ egu akwanso a na ekyese bibia edida ne kwan mu ewo hanoma mpanyifo ehwe na omode atoto akwan mu enkonya ewo hayi ebehwe se ebenya mpanyifo ni bi na ye ne omo akasa na yahwe sede a ekọ nti stage sunie ena wo hunu no stage so ena wo hunu no ba bia wonam bia no eye red green white and a black na chese NDC colors and a edi ahim ewo auditorium ha me hwe se menya empanyifo yi bi na ya bon komotew omo eye nhyehyeye the stickers bebe na mra kakra wa me da se na bebe na wadaroma Adom TV ye mo achi o.
I don't speak Tree.
You don't speak Tree. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so I see you have some stickers. What is it?
We are just trying to make arrangements for the visitors or the people for the program, yes.
Are you part of the organizers?
I'm helping.
You are helping. Have you any idea the capacity, the number of people?
No idea. Maybe you can speak to the commander.
You and you're not me wrap up. My name is Papa Monkomo. Are you Pacho? James.
Yes.
Me ba mahunu pictures no way say why adwuma.
That's it.
Na a capacity na hanum ni nipa dodo sen ne fa.
It's over 1,500.
Pacho be me ha over
1,500.
Ah.
But the majority of the people will be outside. In the Hano it's mainly for young presidential candidates and vice, and I'm paying for workano the MPs, parliamentary candidates. Inyana yababa inside. All others will be outside, so the overflow, the massive overflow will be there. So as you can see, we've mounted a lot.
My chin knows. Fancy no crazy.
That one mention alcohol. That one no yaya canopies were outside. You know, one hour now from all over the country. No, farm were outside. Inside in the day, or young presidential candidates, young vice presidential candidates, MPs. Parliamentary candidates and some selected people, especially the diplomatic corps, the chiefs, Nanano, 1 hour inside.
1,500.
Yes, over 1,500 no inside.
I mean, that's still Kofi. James Kofi and I, a member of parliament. There were a parliamentary candidate at the NDC. I will win back constituency. Has say na any and I won't continue. You many Nadia and so and I see. A dear me just so and ne abena pokua. When near Kwame no more grass or bomichidom and aqua a wahanum. Yenina yet touch the beba biano, ya the beba no one who know a grass. You will have to say manifesto no more de Humsembetuja, no Marie, no one bobo dino. Twaso ewo cheti kojo somwe ewo studio let twaso.
All right, yo anti abna solid work there or no abna program here ewo Winneba anti the short you seen if the auditorium and the venue and the NDC be launch on manifesto ewo fantastic juma and abna abon kama edi amaye ho no yembra studio na yensu yenso mo Alhaji Halidu Haruna, a member of the NDC's national communications team. He's been here since the beginning. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Okay, first time meeting him, but I like him already.
Thanks.
Because of the common DNA. Solomon Asante, a member of the MPP's national communication team. Solo, good morning. Good morning. Okay. Once we've done the NDC's let's just, it's natural. the better so then we come into the MPP manifesto. So what expectation it is saying for any?
Medasina mechia ashefo na mechia solo. This is the first time me share. Me say uko under the Fourth Republic we I could confirm it because the first manifesto NDC yedi buy in 1992 with the title "People," that is for people and development. And then I hear the title of the manifesto in 1992.
Okay.
Ya launched that manifesto on the 18th of September 1992 in Cape Coast.
Okay.
And say ne yasa ko Central region. It simply means that we are recounting the first manifesto Asabio Yusu Edi di Nkuni in 1992. And a nostalgic moment for some of us. And that manifesto was chaired by Dr. Farouk Bremer. Dr. Farouk Bremer was former Minister of Environment, Science and Technology under Rollins, were elite. Sometimes, in 1992, se obe kaya MPP, omo contested election without a manifesto. Omo nimkura dia friend manifesto. Yena ye present a manifesto. So I can recount all the manifestos we presented to the people of this country. Any policies, any programs. I admire. Yeah, present a manifesto and signed in 96. Omo hu ye say okay, here say onusu omo be. Enti my expectation really say they launch eneno. The beginning of the journey to reset the country called Ghana. As I say, Niama kosu time. Ene katashishe any proye. Abeba normal sisia. Sisia ye ka say obi aye corrupt kura Ghana ni enfani ho. As I say officially say we are beneficiary of it. They have normalized it, and this can be confirmed by the report of the perception
corruption perception index.
Yedi Tuja, who shared the report of the corruption perception index. You know, they are John Mahama, ni less, and nuna Akufo-Addo ni better performance. And it's important for us to the Shinshishia Beba, Ebema Ghana for who say corruption say Niama ewo Oma Ghana. Two, policies are Sebio ye capture ewo ye manifesto. And your policies are ye tina ye air conditioned offices and ye bedrooms are ye churo. Ukaya Jomama echo rounds in the what we call listening tour. Equity Ghana, because say upe say who address the challenges of the people in here say wetio and through that engagement nuna yetimi dia sebi say nya tumia ya ebeboa Ghana development. And one of the challenges observed is youth unemployment, which is a potential threat to the peace and stability of our country. Inti ehia say entimi di ishishia ebetimi address in the short term, because 21% of youth unemployment is unacceptable. Inti na yehu say ehia say sebio other developing countries omundao they have all the expertise, the capacity any their account, and you have been in abject poverty. 8 hours now, but they are working throughout the 24-hour nyami edi chair.
Which developing countries are those?
You in the United States, Mabisa, and recently UK.
So you mean developed
countries?
Okay.
Developed countries.
Okay.
Sorry,
All
developed countries. Recently in UK, 24-hour economy has become a topic where they are also proposing in certain towns, sectors, any areas and so the 24-hour economy is a policy that certainly would change and transform our challenges to do with unemployment.
Do I get that as a any baby and a bit me 24-hour economy? Because you said that or more dream about some towns to do it in Ghana and a baby and I say some.
No, sir. To say you have the policy, you are drafting the guidelines. Now, the incentives be count. Inti company produce company on the basis of that incentives. Okay, me per se misu merani. What it simply means is that a company accept say oberania. A buying a car company say you have incentives in terms of taxes. You have incentives in terms of reduction in electricity because a special meter will be fixed for you. Now wait my operating. Now say company
that meter number you should not pay another day.
Well, there is 24 hours.
Yeah.
So morning, afternoon, and then evening.
On the same meter.
On the same meter.
Okay.
So once it's 24 hours and you are accepted to enroll into that, you are beneficiary of that opportunity available to you.
Okay.
Let me just cite an example. COVID period. No. I will say, and yet all the health workers are involved in the front line working. But then I buying the incentives by encouraging many more to participate. Yes, sir. And so, but it is not all of them that participated in it.
Sure.
But majority of them participated in providing healthcare. And it is a good incentive bar, encouraging many more. There have been arguments say demands in New York. Mr. Maybe sir. For pharmaceutical industries, most of the pharmaceutical industries, you know, omu kwa manoni ekra edru. Omu ntumi manufacture. But Sabi will say omu capacity to manufacture here. They will not carry the dollar out there. India, they are going to India, bringing those drugs and creating opportunities to the Indian citizens because ye fat skanu kwa na ye dia ko akoma the industry in India omo manufacture those drugs na omo dey aba. Now can you imagine say yetimi emma sa capacity provide things that will open up the capacity of these pharmaceutical industries. Omo manufacture drugs omo ko amanoni ekokra no. Say omo ye wa ha. What it simply means that there will be less demand in terms of dollar. So issues of stability of our dollar. The 24-hour economy has a panacea to resolve that because at least it will reduce the pressure on the dollar in terms of export. Can you say import? You address problems. The problems you look at the problems and then fashion a policy. The policy is meant to address the short-term, medium, and long-term. The short-term solution that 24-hour economy will resolve is employment.
Okay.
The medium term, you create space and productivity. Then the long term, we look at prosperity because once the people get opportunity to work, they will certainly be able to work. So. That is one aspect of it.
Okay.
I have listened to my friends and they talked about digital economy. Mr. I'm making reference to our 2020 manifesto.
And I will see
page 96. It is actually dedicated to digital economy.
Okay.
As I say, we have envisaged that globally we are moving into analog to digital. It is important to lay down the foundations. And under the mama, will lay the fiber optic cables from Volta region to Boku, the southern sector Accra to Tema, or establish what we call the data center, or establish what we call the digital center. In fact, on the basis of all this infrastructure, digital infrastructure established, and nothing I promised the good people of this country, particularly the youth. Say 1 million of the youth will be trained in coding. And also a policy. MPP for Alpha. Now Modirani. So me perceive me can say obi a copy obia. Me see ya see digital center where the training will be done.
Okay.
But Oman CB. Oman CB.
Matic.
And it is almost see obi idea. Mumbiso
Mate. So Steve, remember also 10 minutes na on the NDC's manifesto. Mubo who announced the same because one my explanations be Martin Ecoso, Mubo when you ever go and pay.
Didika Pichao Pump for Shitchery, Imagine Ecoso, Namachia, Ali. Didika, let say, in Central for Nnawotwe Yi, and in Nnawotwe Yi, just a weekends, you know, I somehow exciting, for especially in your field of operation, because you need to move from one region to another. Namoko your coverage, and then you know has to do with one thing that is manifesto launch of the two major political parties in Ghana. I said it. Launch towards December 2024 elections. Yes, last week, who sent a call. NDC for so and then I admire say near Magu Quema or Mobesha as AJBia. Ye Bompire say, Yang from MPP, Bompire send a dear corner Joshua. Podibia Ancusia to Tress and Bianco. Ye Bompire say almost Omodian, and Boku Wien as of dream, the Dican. They told me, no, who beside me say, Diana may share Nim, say BP manifesto lunch. In fact, to be very fair and honest with you, since I do not know, I'm not privy to the content, you know, mean to be say A, B, C, D, between PF. You look at the occurrences for some time now. I would say, the Ghana for APT, and now path I chatted as a Maya, a bit media could do, maybe I share. You can't say resetting the nation, path I chat, yeah, to me reset, so yes, what resetting nation, and I hear Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia. Nnawotwe Yi oko bobo so kire gara man takrade GSTS school enra era John Dramani Mahama the former His Excellency the former President of the Republic odi nanu sem etudwa kire the expectation na o kire say a first step the manifesto launch and say is a first step to liberating the country from challenges that have held the nation back too long. It's unfortunate. Or you're so open. So too long, you know, you can just decide as to where you pull that period up to, whether from 92 coming or whether from 1957 coming, what was it? And there may be a pull a whole nation, you know, back too long. And it is time. I was here the Omokoye way a step to liberate the country from the challenges that have held the nation back too long. So there, you've had the opportunity because you know, let me put it that way, the two major political parties, candidates too. Nyamincha, the Omunina Sofi, the northern part of the country. Now, what dear, when you're a Quenyano, I served before, not only as a vice president, senior or opponent, you know, I served, but you've also gone beyond. In fact, you've been the first gentleman of the land before. Internet say, "Oh, mine, would you to pay this assertion? Say, and there may be challenges be holding the country for far too long. Let's just say, your regime inclusive, right? Okay. Internet means there's something now. Said you, and there may be a cost for some time till now. And go ye now, and now the omukoye no, a step be a bebuama a liberate at the end. We open it now so then a contest, you know." On serving the capacity of the first gentleman before. But even as the second gentleman, and near or the other two acquaint, I said, on mine, a home fast war. I said, English abroad US in penny for that in Cronano, Etimia Casaya specific references to some of the things that Sebi, Papa Aya woman. Not as a president, not as the first gentleman, but as the second gentleman, the vice president. We are not in China. Uba Maka English, Maka US, the member of the OAU recently adopt a system be or no a supervisor making sure say it may didn't or my mobile money interoperability. Now Mika US UK the man because what is he talking about? Boris Johnson, NCBA, he made a public I would say, look, it's a digital card and it's something that you have to make sure say they get hooked on. And that at the answer I don't know back answer British Bruni Boris Johnson, former Prime Minister, be raised so. Adi umi enhwe na yenye na say ni say na Yewura Mahmood Bawumia we dimo ntitima etimi make sure say ya champion ma digital card and for the first time in the history of Ghana, over 17 million of Ghanaians they are registered. Attempts were made from Yewura Akufo time. He couldn't reach that level. He couldn't succeed. Other successive John Mahama, Yewura is a former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. We couldn't get there. But this man, and then amount for born and Dr. Digitalization and digitalization. What be demand from Antitima and making sure say I didn't Gina and my team register over 17 million. That's not the end of me.
But you said the whole process started with President Kufuor. Why then do you attribute that to Dr. Mahmood Bawumia?
Utie because any am stress it couldn't see the light of day. Yewura John Dramani Mahama so buy no also ebe yebi. He couldn't see the light of day.
Yeah.
But no, you and me will believe say we do baby and so say the digital card has come to stay.
Okay, let me ask my follow-up question. Now, Obo President Kufuor, one ba Ali Mahama. Obo President Mahama, one bo Pakwesi Msatha. Why then is it that way there? One bo Nana Akufo-Addo, but Obo Dr. Bawumia.
That shows you something. Me kasa me see the opponent on any corporate. So it means I'm not comparing apples with oranges here. I'm comparing two apples. They are all yearning to say 2024 December election. I'm corporate as say I know because they are friends presidential candidates for their various political parties. Any question here so me any but the reference that I made, you know, me say this thing now papa way as even a vice. Wait me a champion make sure says I will beat me entitima or my mandate come to light, you know. It was started and then I have to give credence to the successive governments. I said you almost now so intimate I see the light of day. Yes, say I may compare or not to it, but Uban say me no crap na. And Niema make a Yewura as vice president. Just tell me if only you can remember. If Ali do Habe Kimiaka, Google and check because Dr. Mahmood Bawumia dey make a check. Google no benya say me can digital card. You no 20 USA dey no. Kamala Harris, Biden step down the first friends of year of Mountain, you know. He made reference to drones in Africa and specifically mentioned Ghana. These drones in Ghana, and one of the champions, it was a vice president. That and not if I say yes, a vice president, but in the person of Era Alhaji Dr. Mahmood Bawumia, the vice president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency. Or no champion or Shasiana, NDC for Binu, I will quote Anita Hanabisi. Oh, because I did we on Bay, only the share that was their mindset. But only Papa no Kasa beginning, people will make mockery of it. Yes, it is true. Okasa because they do not understand. I'm not understanding it don't make mockery. But later they never manifest. And next say here, Nanka American yes sorry. So America yes baby America and America say I did we Ghana for ye. Mummy share near you into one. Me can AUD and mobile money interoperability. For a long time common currency for the continent. And they have since said no, they can use the mobile money interoperability, you know, as a currency. And then she says I we are
so Kamala Harris Ampa Okanye, but on Kano when she became the Biden step down, or Kano when she was speaking at a lecture here in Accra during a tour of this country.
Thank you. So he has acknowledged says okay, fine, thank you. Then you come to and then come Bianca Kanye so udu kokoro no be born born and then digital address system abba sebio utimi because my dad your mommy will address where here. Also, yes, but BSW apartments, Bawi. They say, I'm probably boy who me drive Makwakusi if you need. Wow. They say the near Kokora no, and a homo, che bro, baby, and a baby, if you didn't, and a baby amox. No. Yeah, we're digital. One of the ever credence in the man. You're Dr. Mahmood Bawumia. But I'm saying all this because he is a vice president. And we'll show you the history of our vice president since this fourth Republican dispensation. Me, you're a little Mahama, no buy or the BBC, and so again notoriety and that was what and Nnawotwe TV so the campaign against indiscipline is that not it but down for that or no who's the BBC but with the name the vice president because one of the BBC when I'm resuming I said again that notoriety Yewura Mahmood Bawumia then again notoriety beyond the shores of Ghana to Africa Again, your friend is saying recognition beyond the continent, echo. Britain and then that is USA. You could see Nyankopon dom on my Ghana actually in BB. As I BB no ye duan was any penny mo say or transina or dreamy BB. Or the nessa so much.
Okay. Mate, so come yeah, in the next 20 seconds.
All right. Meka say there were 2 vice presidents or matras before as vice presidents. Sebi, omo ko pray for Mampini. Yes, he follow who no road. The way you be that, I said you, if you have a budget, I deal with the idea, or no, you assume, Mummy and compare Ghana for, by me, the said Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, what trash here. In fact, they dare I go beyond the shores of Ghana. If you have an idea, do what I say, and not try and say, yes, so I didn't know, young couple, I didn't want so many years as well. They feel, sir, you should know what to become to what to become of Mate. You made us say, after you jump into the MPP, where NDC, the other just as then I'll give you just 30 seconds.
Yes, sir. Now, would dream concept, now concept, you know, a woodia. And no, ye can say a woodia. Ubia entimi argue. But uba na obe who say bibi ewo na ebi a CC. Now eventually people are giving you credit. Disturbing and worrying, particularly every nipa where this are concept in ba. Oh, MPP4. Mr. Omo. You see, omo ye niyama emma politics time. Ye can say Baumia were responsible for the introduction of e-levy on our mobile money. Almost a debut, and you know. Yakase betting tax, no, Baumia was responsible, when you know. But say, Bibia, papa, almost you know. But mommy, let's
jump into them.
Let's be truthful and honest with ourselves. Baumia was introduced into the politics of this country as a result of in expertise in economy. And then, say, oh, why are Jumanu? City no, a free 4 city, 20 pesos about 2 city. Thank you. Now,
the MPP's manifesto. One, almost say sustain and expand Ghana's rebounding economy, or say further accelerate the growth and expansion of the economy over the next 4 years. Also, more increasing the size of the economy by 20 billion since 2016, from 56 billion to 76 billion US dollars by end of December 2023. Also, on achieve normal sustaining an average of 6% growth by expanding agriculture, mining, 1D1F, emerging industries, digital hub and services, sports, tourism and creative art. Increasing public-private partnerships as an important funding model for delivering public infrastructure projects. Establish an independent fiscal responsibility council. Also, we'll tune here the main topic too. Also, we'll create new jobs, train 1 million youth in digital skills, create jobs through private sector construction and infrastructure development, industrialization and agribusiness, create jobs through tax amnesty program, create jobs for artisans and built environment professionals to maintain public infrastructure through a revived and resourced PWD. Okay. Now create SME jobs with the introduction of the SME Bank. Create jobs through the minerals industry and its value chain. Employ more security services personnel. Create jobs through the National Cybersecurity Workforce Development Program. Recruit more special needs teachers. Also, take coaches for recruitment of PWDs for public sector recruitment. Employ more lawyers for legal aid. At least 2 for each district. In district being 2 lawyers or district being 2 lawyers. That's what the MPP is promising. Create other jobs through tourism, creative arts and sports jobs, abroad program, youth in seafaring program, aviation and logistics, green energy industries, including EVs. Also support businesses to drive and accelerate job creation by cutting 3% of GDP from government expenditure and redirecting it towards private sector provision of public infrastructure and services. Mokabebre and seminal doors. So implemented wide-ranging tax reforms. Say tax amnesty from payment of taxes from previous years from Kojo to now. So when to your tax, say our tax waiving off. To me, why you started on a clean slate. Also reform the value-added tax regime. Reduce withholding tax. Abolish the betting tax. Incentivize Ghanaian startups in selected strategic sectors with investment tax credit, implement a flat rate for all importers, bringing predictability and stability on price import in some of their doors. Mami asking for more let's stay 13 years, 14 in Yoma Musimo Babe. Again, in Yoma Mobabe, most say more better air taxes, so more be tax and be a fuel. A revenue been a movie for Mobinyasika power, and I'm the young Yoma 14 we am some way.
That's it, did it kind. We per se Ghana for for anyone Kasemo, yet yes. Era Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia, your candidate for this very election, or a problem solver. Or a problem solver in the sense, it's a problem, or trans a problem in one, no, I shall quite you beat me if it's a problem. Share your bar bemo from 2017, 2018, 2019, about 2020. Na emrani ani ye de bo ye mampeni eye adogagai yes adosho boy. I hope you heard some of these appellations. Yes, dientia because ye be ba bem ni enya ntia se sebi se eye nama ayare amana ka dompi enti ne bana wo ba no wo be kire wo be yama yahwe nyame ncha de ni age-long dream of bringing free SHS in the system since 2008, our year appearance for a presidency. Every election year, 2012, he repeated it. And in 2016, he repeated it. Emma on mine for bought into that idea and then they gave it to him. One was saying, sir, Nema. Yedi baya yedi gu akwemu edi baya no. From 2017 ye better now so is New York right down the 9th month yes September a fresh academic year and on roll your friend is free SHS. I'm down the line. Network was one constituency one ambulance. Network was neighbor one district one factory. Now one who say sa niema we nyina ebe nyina no eye niema asebio na sika yama yate asese eye namo ayawe ma na kadope but we were able to implement this but somewhere along and say no one okay somewhere along the line bibi be boom so sa adogaga do show boy ni be free I feel the economy na yin sanka e grow because na ye GDP e be pege ni mu na se for but the inflation rate we kept successively single digit for some but from that time now me my friends are to yerenchem ebeto ye wiase ni atorenchem beto yes we nya a fair share of it we wiase afana world strong economies now were on their knees some were thinking of going on recession as if one now for the dynamics and the narrative no asesa it na enema enko ye we feel it yes I personally in my home I feel it. In fact, I felt it. Say, Minkwala Krapono were questioning me because if in the morning you have to put a tin of milk each day, na enuna, you best on dining table na asa. It got to I have to instruct. Look, mommy, I didn't say this. You have need 2 days, 3 days. It's a taste crapo and colonial crapo. It changed, so they were questioning me on it. I hope you understand me. Yes, and you actually you don't have any. Your friend is a control over it. Abeto, you take some drastic measures to say with the best one. I buy promise on the another danko. Another chair say. Say ye nim sene ye ma economy say ye betimi dia back na ye nim say na nipa hwere wo mo kwa ye betimi every source state one back nti no the be ni say US na sifo nyankrofo in thousands in millions ewu but ye be make sure say ye nipa timam for Ghana for de ye be boss ankwa no ban bibie resources e be nya be boss ankwa no ban na say na be ye hwere ampa aso ade no eba down no na odi Ghana nkrofo ewu o Ghana ewu ye through the COVID in Ghana edit to amman binim hot is Ghana ye de any less cry. So truly to his word ecobands are because we did that at the detriment of the economy. Say economy be jujura cry e dey collapse but ye back to the normal system now we make sure the economy be and pass so e dey na yama economy na apege ni mu ye de kakra no mo de ye cabinet near the mitigation measures aba yes say no mo de we aba yes e business bond for in as for yes the other day na Dr. Amin Adam can't share on mindful yes we are sure that people don't understand him yes Makoye adwuma nya me 60 years plus na my core pension. Me sika kakra me nim so every month be amenya mu eno na me dey medicals, eno na me dey accommodation whatever. Na fi dey work about say aturem kem bi ato oman no omampani ye busua pani obusua Ghana mu say ye friend is say na dey na kobaniti no wa say be wo this nyema bi ni ye so mu kakra na say na mo mri say instead of sanka wo hwe ni sanka da say na so abeka mri say mu na so abeka eh e ba na say oh ha me but Ghana for it meet say ase ma yeso mu ebinim voluntarily came on board emo offer see yenye emene Ghana ewiasa fa na nyina kire the rate at which economy no page ni mu in fact we are turning you can say turning corner na ebinim nti ase because even take just last year last quarter of last year keke last quarter of last year na on mine mu ti say eno na so na pe bia na wo hwe phone so check dollar rate because every day be increase and then when was the last time you check who check in there tomorrow you will not be forced to check even we dey we announce and check here because yes sir send a call almost in a day to meet Brazil 2 times now no enema is sakra your inflation rate is saying last quarter of December 2020 last quarter of 2023 now yeah me thought diesel 23.3 so I packed my car down 23.3 cedis and then Abba saying Nancy me ko share em say ndos enyume me ko check na baby nam 13 point baby so 14 baby won say sabio ahokire awunyanya ye call mu at that time say niema we are coming back to our kakra it is not look obika just say oh you better die
but my question was
me
time no
me check what dey be because no dey asem kitwe be kana ma kire we because papa na kasa kasa no tie ni manifesto no ma ye ba mu me kasa no kan bibi o say e be engage private sector no so kire no do because the money as you are saying yes you tax so why would because you believe say tax no dey be development na so ba no te so yi we ya e dey biem na e be kana o dey adwuma no o say you be engage private sector what me I say your roads na so expansion e be more than what you are seeing because say road when e was here ya na say emphasis school be na hospital you be private sector no you be partner private sector na timi aya de no what e be say e be financial burden any aban no
Mate hold mame na ene IMM ne de yenko pesika kakra yenko game park yenko tiemula omo ni ene sika na omo tumi adi weekend nti yenko mula sisi ayeko aba. Alright nti memo akwaba ha Nnawotwe Yi so Adom TV twa ne ho so Asempa 94.7 FM ye discuss the MPP manifesto na menua Solomon Asante air floor solo me must start 53 and me pause 59 me so this is 6 minutes right more 4 minutes I can what's the form na of our movie yeah
all right that's be me see form na me gina eni ade asebio ye be issue betimi de aboa my economy na abustu despite the fact say some levies and taxes be in our manifesto no na make sure say the same manifesto no the flag bearer no say you be use a private partnership no bebre or see for a very long time we be doing some one way thing bia and na ma eka ememene on mine no and say bibia na aban be pese ono na so aban akopɛ bisia ade ye we aban akɔye we ade ye we na eka no te bia na aban de eka amono ne ye ka ye dollars and 7 na sefo but here is the case say ye engage private partnership na ebema enyuma bebre wo ye pese ye o man be sansi ye ni the required funds to start it ama intimi entouch aban bi obebi otimi ne twa pass ndwuma ni from 92 can be any year ndwuma we say na say restriction of funds into ma intimi and go out to do but this time right be monye obey say dan say hostel for school obey operate ebedu maybe no that it moves back to Gavin. I hope you understand me. It won't say aban aye hostels best 20 within a period. Now so na aban sika enya aban na copy bisia people are doing the operate and for years near anka sa facility no ewo any oman ni mo anka sa years ago ni here anka this time no abedi aban sem grama that build operate and transfer I didn't create few the private partner no aban be aban empty down. So these are some of the things that make us say oh, a problem solver or sure the need this I deal with this what we've been doing and what we will do it this way I'm running gold on say time I did mitigation measures ni ban do baby no gold for oil issue e buy or that proposal buy so go to I say I don't know omo here dollar Microphone in you did a quarter, I didn't want $1 and a ton. Some microphones are also very keen in natural resources near gold. So say gold dollar and air currency na copena, 10 BMA CD no air call a trainers and your man CD nebia. And why not say young share the alternative? This is a problem solver. Obi or solve problem. On share the BSC and NDC and your condebi. Young pay alternative. And pass so or the you know say as at 2016 your gold reserves no about 8.2 tons. But as I'm speaking to you now, you are 73. One say you start to see a top gold, you know. I'm Ghana. You cry. You see, you cry 5.9 billion friends gold as you gold at all reserves. No, now can antisa. Into a crack. I had the papa. Into the Union I am from Pibonte. Jesus had the bit me cost because it's a Ghana. Yes, acquire your first did the means of exchange, you know. Yes, son, you are dear and you can't penny can as say it is a castle now. So you go there to so you could their chain. But other countries you don't have it as we have it. And decided I'll see it me explore near Timinia, yet me trade in and near mass they require see a Bema foreign currency because on my yet foreign currency, you know. Sankrofon almost as here gold, you know. This is an alternative idea of the abetuga. Why yet we can as a pilot, you know, things go for oil and buy, and I may say yes, dear beboa. Ama ye sebi go for oil no e buy na ama ye friend is a dollar no is part. Ama dollar no entimi enduane to send a can send na make say as at 20 your friend is 23 last quarter na the CD exchange na what's that. It you know these are some of the means. It doesn't mean say ye tax na ye nyesika fine. The alternative has been explored and identified by Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, the problem solver, with those bold solutions.
Madase.
Politics credibility here pa. Ne kai emrebe tuma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. In 2016 oya campaign was say ye here say ebe ko akobo busia. Dia here say ebe ni say we only place 2 along the street na YGG sika ebetimi edi development in our country. Ghana 14 omutu abanuma omampeni Nana Donko Akufado. Omabo busia to the extent that the only legacy omujaima Ghana for no say Nkrakra omwaye juma ewo Ghana omwaye omu investment omusika omusika ya can say the best security in terms of investment you can say the threat you know you can say risk you know minimal government bonds obi atini free edi sika ema aban na aban ka chere say yantimi ntua Nipa Sabio or 60 to 70 years. What catching say, suspending the payment, you know, in 2-3 years' time. Kofi no. That is the kind of policy Bawumia Akufado Omojai and the legacy that they will be remembered for. Onua or Shebono. Onuna na Obaye as economic management team chairman. Na petrol, your top petrol, a liter. A gallon, 14 cedis. And then a gallon of petrol is 70 Ghana cedis, over 70 Ghana cedis. Problem solver now on to me and solve. I better reduce petrol. No, Joma Mantame 14 cedis a gallon. And then a gallon is 70 cedis. Problem solver. Another legacy that the Bawumia will be remembered. Mikai Akufado. On a platform was say see you know aye hata okay video no see you know aye hata was say ankaye onua waye o mampeni na see you know depreciate to 3 point something no anka obe apologize e magana for na odini dibre nu betu ho na oko but esa and say sika ye di man under the table. That was his words. I am paraphrasing what he said. Inti Oma like the John Mahama administration is not even minded. And CDN is close to 16 cities. And he has no even courage to apologize to the people of this country, not to talk of even resigning. So, Mr. Ghana for Mun Kai Niama Omo Akika Emrebi Aichum abayim bi woso a omo kika tiasa abayim no niema omo implementing. In fact, let it be placed on record under this Fourth Republic. The government that grew the economy of our country to 14% John Mahama Mills administration. Out of the investment omo in the oil sector. And in fact, on the basis of that investment, the economic intelligence unit omudi omu report to buy in 2016 predicted the winner of the 2016 election omu can say any government that will take over will preside over a solid economy as a result of the investment John Mahama administration here. And things about implementation of policy who implement here benefit you won't drive the benefit within 6 months, about a year before you begin to see the results of the investment that you have made. Inti MPP4 almost take you over in 2017, almost experiencing the growth of 7.something%. It's as a result of the investment made and the hard work of John Dramani Mahama administration. Now,
but it was. No, you're saying about 7 now because you mentioned some 14%.
40% non-oil growth. Me say at the time John Mahama as an economic management chairman of Professor Mills. Vice, yes.
Okay.
Onu presiding over the growth of the economy of this country to 14%.
Okay. Which year was this?
That was between 2019 to 2012. Okay. Between that period.
Okay.
We had a sustained inflation, single-digit inflation for 2 years. And now a record of John Mahama as a vice chairman presiding over the economic management team of the NDC. Compared with the record of the current vice president, Baumia Osha Ubo, Eka say, obey. In fact, as 24 say, Kotrokwa, yes, kwasi obewa ontuma tie nidi na se ne baomia o ka kire se ehia se Ghana bekwa akobo busia just told the rules ubeji sika ude development ne eka amri Ghana to the extent that we cannot even breathe yeko amanoni eko pacho se mumma ye bre. And as the truth of the matter is that they've suspended their responsibility of paying. And they have never been a government in the history of this country apart from you can say a champion. A champion dia no sukura enye se oni skara se obetua wasi onu ontua. But under this government yentimin tua. That is the situation and the legacy. And this same person, you must be extremely careful listening to him. Okay. Make us say, compare the records of both persons are almost standing, John Dramani Mahama, the nation builder, and Mahmoud Bawumia. And I'm saying, say yebe kanukure, na yebe follower, at least the admonition of President Kufuor in 2000, Ekache Ghana for say, share what system now utu abapa. On the 7th of December, Okotua, Fansa Eshe Ubutu, say, Bibi Owa, make the decision in their favor. Say, Sabi, Uka, as we speak now, one of the records is so me person me kai among for Omushe and say. There is a report, actually say over 8 million Ghanaians died for 24 hours without food under this regime. From the Statistical Service report, almost released recently. 8 million Ghanaians, they went without eating for 24 hours. That is the scorecard of the new patriotic party in government. Enti Niama Aomubobo Suno. It's just like one village, one dam. And then uko stream. There's drought. Terrible one. Oma catcher say Pauligu dam. Oma ye enuna ye omu signature project. Ewo north. By the same Baumia, over $12 million has been released out to the contractor. Not even a single block is there. That is the record of the MPP. Under John Dramani Mama, Omo Kika Etiano just because of Baz Brandy. Sekano and drew 1 million. And then, as we speak now, Crow Associate, Unim, UK firm, auditive firm, Modi 1 million, Eche Omo Kwa. Modi 2 million, Skytrain, Kwa. Modi Chiche. You have used over $58 million. The most expensive hole ever reach 58 most sinky sa sekano wo ho ene modani mo ho a emo say mo is superior in terms of management of the country and administration of Ghana. It's sad. Sometimes me hu obi a wa share MPP atade around this time or ye campaign my MPP and am suman. It certainly means that the person hasn't reflected more. Upe Ghana year, you will never go and vote for MPP in this election. They have failed. They have failed the people of this country. They have messed up this country. In fact, every indicators are HSA Ghana, Eye, Ana, Ekoye. They have messed all of them. Today, Onikasa Monowasi, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, they are all the manifesto any promises, you know, and una be reset an admission of failure of his own administration. So your own administration, you are admitting that the policies of Baumia will reset. Okay. It means that you are admitting failure. Now let me conclude by saying, Dr. Baumia in 2016, beside John Dramani Mama, says so ni policies here. All rounds, all Kaka Chile Ghana for say Omuntumano on renew the mandate. Has the potency of resolving the economic challenges of this country. Argentina want to implement it. I think that it's important for Baumia to pose the same question to himself.
Okay. How do you answer that question?
That is what I'm coming to say. And I am a catcher say, if you keep on comparing apples with oranges, you definitely get a wrong answer. Who was, or in which capacity was the former President John Mahama when that was being said to him? Not Oyedien, not Oye President, is that not it? Was he not president?
Yeah. He was caretaker president.
No, time I obeko you need to now
a president.
Thank you. Thank you. And as I say, you know, also he should pose that question to himself. Or no,
so the policies, you know, say bet me address the challenges confronting us.
This is my no.
But it's not also a legitimate question he is asking, sir. 2016 or Bisano because now President Mahama then
was the president.
You see, let's not give them the excuse.
Okay.
Listen. For clarity's sake, Akufo-Addo then Nnawotwe Baumia by as an economic expert to manage the economy of this country on behalf of Akufo-Addo. Akasa Jutum say Mabon say by economy I mean no what's he
you know that the arrangement, every vice president is the head of the management team.
One day, the former general secretary, Nnawotwe Yi too. What's he? President Akufo-Addo need justification at the time. What the Baumia buy? Baumia and Kita, only member of the MPP.
That Baumia
but Baumia is an economist.
Exactly.
Now, all your economists will be the minister.
Okay, but Baumia only strength. Okay, let's not go there.
Asema Meka Unya where I was going. Not only him, but the NDC fraternity failed to acknowledge it. Said a year 2024 election say in less than 4 or 3 months time it is between two persons, two indigenous Ghanaians who apparently come from the north. One. Two indigenous persons of the country or of the land that Sebi, they have a common platform to be compared. Because we hear comparison. And they say, oh, you're two way there. Papa way, and wasn't yen now, you may be mistaken. Share the depth from which he is coming from. Maybe I'm not what it is, maybe soon to say. So let's compare them on the same plane, the same platform, and which is the platform they have in common, vice presidents. Sabi Mahmoud Maumia Alhaji is excellence when you assemblyman that we can't compare. Sanko you be because you compare on assemblyman period and also and I be or parliamentary, you compare time of parliamentary and now communication of minister, you compare and now I president, okay, Mama as president, now Baumia too as president, you compare. But the only common platform you get is what? The vice president. And the vice president, what do they have to? What do they have? I've at least enumerated some of the things. Sabi Baumia, yeah, again international recognition. International as in one beyond the continent, there were continents, and even internally, crapo, Ghana, internal one. I said you maybe that because address system kekepo, and then if you are going somewhere, crapo so address we be born digital GPS. I know it works. I've shown you. I can give you. If I'm not, I can give just any GPS, you know, it will take you there. Thank you. There be no better. All right. It's about records. So, no. Sabio, Obia vice president, so I vice president. Time I vice president, then you one. And then I said, but my young fast and then we say, you know, over 302 hospitals, facilities, you know, they are network though. Can you know, Nanko be, yeah, the need emphasis, let's use Tamale, yeah, the need Babia Kolebu for ABR, some blood transfusion, and BBR. Ubedu, Nasa, we free, ambulance, we free folder. It means I once it answer doctor and patient, so only health records. It's only health records, very difficult to say or be attended to. I'm not for British and then these 302 hospitals have been networked. And when you go, you don't need even a folder because I'm not saying the DNA banana up the health records. This is digitalization, and this was championed by His Excellency the Vice President of Ghana. At least something to save lives or the Gigana Mankwa. Then I hear a JDM time another Vice President. Oh yeah, Ghana for better kind for. Apart from say man name Dr. Baumia Day, I said again international African recognition the year or I can name more. Now let's look at what they say they are coming to do. Who say your friend is saying no, and your economy and then buy digitalization. Look, no. If you do that, you'll be making a mistake. Oh, come on! You know, be unfair. You know, youth manifesto on NDC for a year now. In fact, he admitted, JDM admits, I see the transformative power of the digital technologies in driving progress and shaping the future. Any time you woman to admit say I see digitalization when you go and when I say you do say digitalization age. Now between the two of them, you can say the Japan happen what just man who Ghana say dictator. It is say I am passing what admit say this is the way to go moving forward as a nation there. Between the two about who progress efficient Sadi sin obako. And no make say Yera Mahama what chere kwan say Ghana for digitalization age.
No, just because of the name.
Okay, be there and let's move on. See, they need to upscale digital skills and training for Ghanaian youth, the digital age of the globe. Obi and Obama promise, committed to supporting digital startups and incubation hubs and training 1 million young Ghanaians. This was done in August week 12. And this idea will be too. We share that document here, Mikitaya. Okay.
Ghana's next chapter.
So the time UPS, the same UPS,
yeah.
That is February 7th. Now February 7th, no, we share page 35. Again, na Yera Mahmoud, what in team Edia to Hosa. Again, na Yera Mahmoud, Bamiotin. I want us to apply digital technology, STEM, make a system, Yasha, our one and all champions, STEM, robotics and artificial intelligence for the transformation of agric. Which is in agric, right? Be so animal with their transformer agric. Or see, healthcare. You be so animal. You be say can say the hospitals have been networked, you know. Digital, you know, their network is why. And then also promises. Me just I don't know why. Or Charles why. You be shame can hire more. And then also the process. It is my goal to eliminate the digital divide by achieving close to 100%. Or see, in 2016, about 234%, you have 234% penetration, internet penetration. But as at 2023, now you jump way to 72% penetration, 72% from 34 in 2016 to 72% in 2023. Or see, I need to who say so. By your man, Penigana for doing the sharing some money by your man, Penia, your penetration by close to 100% and of the board was it is possible. Now 1 million a year way August and all can one say mono. Now Papa Eye Mahmoud Baumia Abosua. See this along with other policies will create jobs for the youth, including school dropouts, in collaboration with the private sector. The private sector, so in collaboration with the private sector, no. I see the and also all can in August. So you can also the private assembly. In collaboration with the private sector, we will train at least 1 million youth in IT skills. Yes, answer about 1 million youth in IT skills in August. No, now problem solver. But his Ghana's next chapter. No, a boss waha does a look. Moving for this, what we should do. And not I might crop when he can say it seems say Papa way a copycat. What copy dear Papa way can you know what copy what me say. So this is the way to go. In fact, here Mahmoud Yakubu Denache.
Mr. Onuno or February 2024. Where 2016. 2016 booklet. Yeah. Networking of government agencies, any day Kakanwa, or we use paperless, any day Kakanwa. We captured it here. Page 122. Government online services, e-service platform project. Jomama, what's he? Yankai said, Dana Jomama, Juma Jomama, no, Omuye. And I'm saying that this is 2016 Green Book, okay. Page 122. Okay. The government online services project, e-services, is being implemented by the National Information Technology Agencies in line with President Mahama's determination to deepen the utilization of online services within Ghana's emerging digital economy. Okay. It serves as the one-stop service portal for government services, which comprises a pilot with 11 MDAs listed as follows: Passport Office online submission of personal data for passport application, Drivers and Vehicle License Authority, renewal of driver's license and vehicle ownership transfer, Accra Metropolitan Assembly online request for marriage licenses, Food and Drugs Authority application for registration as food product importer, Ghana Tourism Authority online application for registration of accommodation and catering and entering establishment, National Communication Authority guideline for application of telecom licenses authorization and downloadable forms, Ghana Police Service CID online application of police report and fingerprint checks, nominal vetting, Mineral Commission online application for recognized and prospecting license and cartographic search request, National Identification Authority guidelines for filing application forms for entry, on and on and on. All the things are all page 122. And you have no idea. Hospital there will account. Hospital there account. Maybe 2020 manifesto of the NDC, page 96. Memo in terms of digitalization. Yeah.
Maybe I say Green Book no ye ni amaye. Yes. But the manifesto ni ye ni na mo pese mo ye me boa.
Yeah, Green Book ni there. Yeah. So health you take it and look at it because of time. You see health, pharmacy, I can say health, all of those things were done here. These are the concept. And something that is in our book, Ghana for say but you see the fundamental problems with the MPP is that they are good in highlighting and doing propaganda. They will consistently be claiming ownership of something they have no idea of. Where they share Green Book, and it has been captured in. You are talking about February. The coding of 1 million youth of this country. Maybe so. You see digital center. Bisa question say, what is the brain behind the establishment of the digital center? Is to train young men and women in digital ICT expertise. More see Hankook. Now who is promises say we training. Me and Mercy, my data center, my lay fiber optic cables. Mama, the infrastructure for proper digitalization me na me here. Na me ma can say me training. Who see me who dear na me fire. You have no even hand cook for training. You have no workshop and you say you train.
Bansa ban wasibi.
Now, I am making that point to drive home. Say, Obia, where when Butai bi tanichi. Sa butai no na trainer ye di be ama Ghana for.
Okay.
But they picked it up and they are running with it. I'm saying that virtually, if we are going to be truthful to this country and we scrutinize everything these people are pushing out, you realize that they have done nothing for themselves. Look, the things your mama has done. Say Baumia and Akufo-Addo etinasi. Say umbe junwa omutibe pai. They can't think of it. I am telling you in honesty. Most of the things they are claiming, they are things that your mama has done. But you see, it is only empty barrels that make noise. Your mama, indeed, or execute at the end. Now why you because or solve the challenges confronting the people of the. You don't need to make noise about it. All these things are here. This is Green Book 2016. Or no, now appointed February 2004.
Yeah.
So between the two, who copy who? Linkages of health, every government institutions was done by John Dramani Mahama. These are the evidence. I'll point it out. I'll point that one out for you.
You might want to finish before.
So the point I'm making is, I am saying that my vote, before I make a decision to vote, I ask basic questions. Nipa or Kano, can I trust him? So that on the basis of their all catching me up planning my life.
Okay.
Because they are all Kano and tro. Now one to me yo, with the year planner, he will mess up your life.
Okay.
And credibility in leadership is critical. And I do not see that credibility with Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
Okay. All right. Yo, Medase. Yenfan wo hona yenkwe issues no doors.
Book na Ukraine say the Green Book. Yes. Say Green Book. Yes. Now Green Book, do you trust the Green Book? Green Book me ba okay. Green Book no.
Matthew, this guy said that when I was here.
Go to
data center when I was here.
Sakina Maria Road. Say my capture wo
that is the issue. The issue
no. Viewers are watching it.
The issue is that you claim digitization. And I'm saying that you are
I don't trust
Thank you, Medase.
Maybe trust issues are between John Dramani Mahama. Any you are not a magician.
Now, Solomon. The All Africa Games, the All Africa Games, and the same partner Mutuyama GBC. And you see, expenditure be so abba. Yet is a Ministry
of Sports.
It's government. Right, Ministry of Sports is government. Now,
Sports Ministry.
But it's government, isn't it?
Government. You've said a lot to hold and
no. Ministry of Sports is government, isn't it?
Oh, so
okay. Ministry of Sports. What you are saying?
About at the end of time, is the figure is around 300 something.
Was it excess of $3 million?
Okay, maybe standing by my latest from the grounds. Abna somewhere na me yentini eko.
Mame Simon Wakwaba Emrewini ba na NDC omo manifesto kese ne pa omo epa ho to edi kan bo hamnom amane na sese edi mesaka emrahebadwafo mienu ewo menche wo hye me benkum so a lawyer Francis Avie Sosu Madina constituency no na member of parliament wo ho na wo ba han so Akintampon North member of parliament Era Joseph Kwame Kuma omo na mesaka omo anopa ye yebedi nkomo na emabu ni cheso mo bibi ko Madina constituency a omo cheso mo bibi kakra bi beka ansa na mo empia kasa enti youth organizer be mena no se den
youth power action Ayazu we are so subeba so subeba yeah su. We are JM Beba. We are JM Beba. Yeah, 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 yeah. We are Jackra.
Medase, enko ye ni ma mama de medase. Na onobo so su, mama ma wate.
Pacho medase na mechia etiefo ni ahwefo nyina anopei.
Wo share energy na wa wo constituents ade ata wa cha bedru wi ni bane ya wo ni sai.
No kre energy eso eni kese pa. Ene ba ye ba ha no ye di more than 5 buses, 7 buses and youth no omo mobilize ya omo de mechi e di bae na se mehwe ahokeka youth no ewo me candidate mu ene His Excellency John Dramani Mahama mu ewo Madina ho no mu na I can only assure the good people of Ghana any NDC etitefo nyina say 7 December ba ye koto no ya boy etimo po say eba the Greater Accra region Madina will contribute the highest number of votes to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And that is what we are fighting for. Yenya krani de 120,000 votes be there. Seme timenya Edima John Mahama. Edima lawyer Francis Ibia so senior beya we can make a case for Madina. Sesi amene we can say Madina best 10 years ago no population and na best 110,000. And then Madina population every 250,000. Enti Nyoma ye here o Madina, ye roads, ye gutters, Madina market SCSC, Pantine Hospital SCSC. Need all the physical infrastructure no, unless we prove ourselves we indeed love His Excellency George Dramani Mahama and ye ready say ye pese ye dey ho ebo afode no Madina. Se na be ya ono so e di sa wodo no e be nam sa wodo ni so na wo dey ahwe Madina na bibi pe bia Madina hia no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama any NDC aban o matimi aya Madina.
Meba yewra Kintampo North one mo menim sa ye wo bills bia o sponsor ya magia to omra se bedwa fie witchcraft de na akrofo bo mo baye ni nyina eka ho be till date mampani sign ye e ma no be ye emra adwuma waye ene the impact anka e de beba na besi ne no enhyase nya adwuma no hu ne sen
no kranya menim one of the nyoma na medwe ho a amenti ase esan say bills we no bills a yes, and say Nanka, Ebeboa Ghana nyina, especially ye maame nom a omo ye mrewa for omo fie a to de bia nkofo ko bombe na ye kuom free sa na eya me it say me dwen ho a menti ase because nanka o mampeni di ni sahye sa be siase a eya de nanka ye maame nom omo friend say villages ni de na ka beboa wo but me pesa Ghana for any maame mpenifo nyina no wo mo ka wo makoma to wo yem DNT na America ni say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene eye wo ba sebio wesua de akọ echi na o abadaye ni odo ni tema edima Ghana mba nyina ena wo ba be ye o mampani abedi echiri na nejuma penti no me say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as soon as he takes over sa bill si nyina ye de abasa na kabeboa ye de bia na ye de reduce taxes e wo pad so ye were back non-custodial sentences, any medical mental health insurance for insurance for mental health patients, cancer in children in Sani Menino. Majority say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Beboa. I'm a Sam running in Abemra or Ghana near the Abua, not only the people of Madina, but Ghana Funina.
You're Joseph Kwame Kuma, Kintampo North, Member of Parliament. Martin.
Yeah, Patroma, what to say?
Yamiadrum Yahuya Pa. Na enadwuma mo bedie dia na Ghana for expect
ma me fa kwanya na me nchi atiefo nyina na me nchi Akentampo man tuturu omo na omo asoma me wo mraso bedwam me do omo ase anopa ye omo tie me from Winneba Ghana for ahu say the only hope a omo wo John Dramani Mahama any NDC Ghana nyina ne MPP aban na anya na enya between NDC ni MPP yen hu no sa adenti na meka no sa obi abe daadaw say yeti sika so eso ekom de sa mre sika wo say yeti se no na Ghana ban dika pempem pepepepe aha aduenu mienu 122 billion pe sa mre ye cheka ye digu Ghana fo so jo mama mra na eye nipa baako bi abetua 4,000 Ghana cedis. Enso JM car what the be car kofoɔ ne wenum nyina de no. We see hospitals, cheap compounds. Mbamacho enkranfo tuturu enkranfo. Mbamacho eya momo monko airport. No monko he terminal 3 no. Em say obi won kran kurom won ko airport da. Wonyanko hu ni adwo mama aye. Min ka say nipa no free kentampo bra kentampo de amikirem. Enkranfo omonkonko JM adwuma waye within 3 years no pepepe because first year no ya train amanso. Me free wa was see secondary schools bebrebe e-blocks obi anim a school dan akese Bank of Ghana Hospital ye free mo anyeye munim University of Ghana Hospital sa aka no kakra no a odi ye no ana obi say adwa mama nya de ana ntisa ana wa tumfutura gu Ghana fo anim say ye nto abama no ya to abana mana se wa ma aka abedukore ye dwa mama timi ye senken fan say wono kofo Eurobon kra woje ye no why senken fan na bibi nyuni gumu na eduatu aka saa sika ne no obefa 320 million edi kwa ye ni coronavirus wanchu no na nne no one creative fan bia ye di kanitumo na wono ka waburu ye sen 622 billion aha ensia any aduanunum na nanado ne nkrofo de abeto ye so na bisa mo se saa ka no so ye be de ni atua enye jo mama na ebeba minua me mame Ghana yawuo
me da say Yera Joseph Kwame Kuma Nnawotwe ne ka no na ye lawyer Francis Xavier Sosu energy
youth we are so super we are so super.
All right, so memo akwaba bi mo na ye hwe na ye nrape ye discussion ewa ha na emomo no ansa na mbe bia homatom na viewers abem no aka ye issue back course ye tum na ye hwe all Africa Games expenditure memo 3 minutes on so for 3 na afi ye call viewers wo all Africa Games expenditure
all Africa Games expenditure ministry can about $3 billion in excess of that, you know. Now, GBC also can your friend is saying GBC director, sorry, or can about 105, right? But Osha, I mean, communicate about outer, especially when member na a call around something say na atemize say we back. In fact, adding some up to that excess of $3 million now you can was him. So they say what I see as a nation, say even what it is a woman party. I was see a team a domusuko. It was okay. Sadia na about out, memo na about na circulating the system, no? The authenticity of it. As against the Papa so can say when about Papa, what do you say about it?
But are you you know, $50 million who was used to feed athletes. This is what we are being told. I mean, do you think, sir, in fact, these are accurate figures on the mind?
Accurate or not? And yet, Anubaba saying the accuracy in APA. Say a document, and say my spending way you have to prove actually. Say wait or say, and that is what I am calling.
Okay, so let's break down. Now, athletes and officials are by 7,500. Medical staff 200, security 180, legal security were 650, local 35, IT and protocol 42, Ministry of Youth and Sport for almost ye video 20, anti-doping anti-doping testing 660, volunteers 3,000. ITOs and ETOs 110, local international media 500, ITOs 1,100, local and international media 550, total 12,902. They were fed for 24 days, and almost say yes, you're spending $15 million on them. I mean, so you divide 15 million by 12,992 times a year, 24 days. Each person you're feeding worth $48. Okay, $48 by 100. So you know, even 10 per that would be for 480 cedis. Boy, yeah, or the infant 10 cedis, but that be 480. Or they call 15, that becomes more. But I mean, this is expenditure.
Is it 48? 480.
Yeah, $80. That's what my production team has done.
480 cedis.
My sister offer the temper, but this but that time
okay, so
$12 $48 by 12. So 48 by 12. Where assumption? 576 cedis a day.
Let's assume 600 cedis.
Yes, a day. Really?
Then Obisa say, really no. I've told you, say, this is something I say, bye. You don't get it. We make a mockery of ourselves. Because, okay, what facts do you have? But one more we are at the end, ministry.
Facts in the amount. So, ministry say,
ministry is responding to it.
Ministry in the Bible say they spent $15 million. The ranking on the committee, the Youth and Sports Committee of Parliament, Commander Woyome, and I do it by yes. But Commander Woyome will speak based on information on more at the committee level.
And only a crowd high. And I make sure say, two sides. Obi na was spending, and Obi acquire fact finding the way who be. To where who know what I better just say, I think we have to call Mr. Alidu. Now, oh, yes, it is so. Obi I say, okay, why this? Yeah, we will see, say, okay, there has been some wrongdoing, and I say there hasn't been any wrongdoing.
Okay.
What is the imagine?
Okay.
In some look, Ghana, ebe bua mo mana yes, ebe o mana say you. Say me beto that the way you be approaching no is also because okay, now say to send a buy see GBC so you dey 105 per. Then the assumption is okay, and just say hey papa no but to buy no something it is I didn't buy me dey mesre dey be ameka me translate I say so I didn't buy on my increase unnecessary tension. Look obi any on even president or bibi na enye na say emra ne ma kwan say yen twen at this point you do I say it me twen aso. I hope you understand me. It is obi bibi na say nya muma enhwehwemu no conclude say I am pa minister no ana asibesi wa yes say ya nobody is bigger than the law in Ghana.
All right. Menyan NTS about 100 people are stranded on the Volta Lake. Wow. That's the information we are getting now. Yeah, try to get into contact with we understand that they've been stranded from 4 p.m. yesterday till now. That's long.
On the lake.
Yes. Okay, so you're one of the passengers in the car. This is quite critical. I'm not there.
Now where?
Adom, confirm me. Here now, only make us away.
You walk the Water Lake. It's me the moon with you, but you have planto no Pando Toko. I call America. That America. I was a friend place. I don't go to area. But they said they were middle of the between
but Muslim is stranded from 4 p.m. and what? Yes, I is stranded from 4 p.m. and what?
About and then 4 p.m. and I can't we practically say engine. The tobacco.
And your fault in your breaking down and to me call.
And your fault. This year, the man, the say, we generate an immune, 300 horsepower, but almost say, what's it about? Years ago.
Okay.
But they can't say about 3 years, humanity. One feedback on and about
hey.
What is myself now? I call so many channel one. I will not planto the move on. I know now the master because what's back in the organization. But when you have a shady assembly, we would not the rest of nothing. Hey, from India, PM up to now. After the piano, you will say some silver boats to be about air train, air conga, it will do more or less 5 p.m. to 4 p.m. and because and then we're winning the blow. Go to different direction. We are far away from where we are heading towards.
Anti boat kakra bi na etwe mo nanso no mframa no so bomb fa ba bi foforo.
Sir, and marine boat by police for by 2. They went to me because of the wind. And boat ni me and normal boat na you was something me. 4. We went to me because no we need blow party. I'm not different direction of the plant. The plant is more blue. We went to over here. We went to walk away. And I said, "One about I think I can't say." But I don't want to say and we pay for to fight because we are far away from where we wanted to go.
Hey, in Tiabano San Frame, and no to Sisebra, no. Moya Dandy.
I am Samu. Tia, and captain in the grove, whatever woman. One my drink and a chips and brodo. Maybe they'll grab a mechanic this year, make us say. And then why to be frank, they are stranded. One got another amount pressure. They can now wear a mobile. It's answered. We know you can wash your mouth. Yabaka, education, Yabaka.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I'm a some young girls may some
I'm trying to swatch it.
And so the toilet a while about one. The course will be a fair soon.
Oh, rather.
Yes, soon. You have started fast. Let me go to the air. I want to have some bad thing because you did the moon, you end the moon in the manama, and I'm now wapa. But the end of the work out. Yes, you can. You meet the uncle, but one will become what it is the Musaman's way. Yes, Sunday.
Wow. Wow. But and GDO was by 5, the night the mud drew as so. I'm offering you so.
Yes, I am 5 on even I am 5 on the face. I will do 5 for Naka in Asia. Never the first is on my more some local motive. That is the question. Because I know you get on it before you fall. There are more than 100 people here. The boom of more than 3 months, 4 months. Man baby is
oh. I pay for Pantone so.
I pay for the baby, but we are 4 months, 3 months, 5 months.
Oh.
And now at the age of below 5 years. And then also okay. Sorry, physically challenged across.
Na senior machine no mo si so ya mate se mpenifo aka se mo machine ni bia beka ho atwe mo de
therefore they do one guy because in fact the guy back come so can do radio station here we got another one my jam friend the boss only came ma mo the jam ma ba mo say be mu ene mo ko bi anti yenka
enti so se
ko bi anti yenka
se ka se emmoa pa emra sisi anim animu nya de emmoa pa na mu hia
emmoa pa se yehia neji yehia very fortunate pa se be ba be move fast because part of the mode with the more equipment they should come with fully equipped ba be move because you are here silver one sharp but area set she dey na
so mu no
I've been using
nia me hu no de machine ketwa na me hu video no me de esua enti mo fi se dey before for machine akese emra
one video no dey no nia twe ano no because ndo say two ba police marine 1 2 by and other boat 2 like a 4 like a so that inside like a bit but from madam mo we ni na mo ye exactly na won timi o che ana we switch planton so mo goose won cast there for oil ni rice back of rice ni oil gallon any atana more than 100 people before the machine ko mo do dada
na operator na okra pantono so nsembe na okachire mo
operator in fact I'm not confused no him to call that I am because no pressure I am man no you call her now we are different thing one say you cry oh yeah ba oba but it be na say what that because you guy pa ma be ti na long say wale we ya calm down no never ka say papa ya chew you see no pa say yeah and then we go for you won't go by no because of we no bio yen call different direction no say see ba one na hu e twen ya no also irai so it's compass when it's Ghana it's also irai orimo dia yen yewo so to uncle problem but I will don't go is more than hours you do.
All right, you me da say what to me any din komo ye behwe na ye bompa say emwa beba na mwatumi afi nsuo no so enti we ade a say Ghana Navy mutumi tu ho anamo emaye papa pantententem mo bebre na send a comment on Facebook mo fa nche me enne se mintumi nkan mo messages but me share mo boss Nnawotwe me hwe na makan mo messages aba no it has power mo hwe no and NASCO fufu say more jobs for the youth in an SNPP ruling by me atwaso Frank Yabo atwaso and Kunso Dapa Twaso. Okay, so I'm told say yanya some 5 more minutes before. Haj Sadiq may Nasara say tell me some of the things MPP couldn't deliver, bro. Okay. Akisme say Dr. Baumia's lies and sugar-coated promises won't work this time. Ghanaians have had enough of his deception. John Mahama is the clear choice for Ghana's future. His integrity, experience, and commitment to the nation's well-being makes him the superior candidate. Nti Akisme so dia odebe boss so enne enno. Okay. I think say nyaka idea I'll just give you yeah.
As I'm way here. Minister no. Oko before Public Accounts Committee. Yeah bisa no public interest question. Sabio enya by force. Once unnim all the facts no. Enya by force say we answer.
Oh, he knew it, yeah.
But you see
so nim
was see omutia GBC in excess of $3.3 million.
Okay.
The facts available as it stands now. And yet $3 million omudima GBC. GBC response every director general. The director general want to create and absorb say sika minister no boy no. And yet GBC there.
Okay.
Their GBC DNU 105,000. But their air kayenu omudi tuya.
The other
so
contractors.
like omu facilitated the payment for because but you see what is even worse in say yenim say ebe host All African Games for Ghana. We waited a month before. Now yenim su say ebe use GBC as a broadcaster. Now we waited a month before na Yefred GBC say Mumbra. You per se use mu as a official broadcaster for the game. Sika close to 3.6 million. Buying this busy for that coverage, you know. Sa sika no anka umuma GBC contract in Tema. GBC would have used that money to develop their capacity to be able to do the work. Okay. But much na till where the enye kasatintin kasatintin the ento ponko the woman say ya tuya sika no monfa payment slip no na monfa ntuja
so
in the name of transparency
almost never okay
payment slip the enye payment slip they are already buying
the instruction from
but
GBC
not even the content letters in there the content of those letters were not instructions. The first memo I almost sending my GBC no Minister of Sports no omo catch Minister of Sports or notice say companies way omo provide these services and they are telling ministry say make sikano available for payment.
Yes.
Omo anka say ministry entua read the contract. The contract is between the GBC and Ministry of Youth and Sports.
Yeah.
And they've agreed in the contract say money sekanu ombetuya direct to GBC.
Maybe bank charges near the internal moment to directed to the people. But that's okay.
Just release the payment slip for everybody to be clear.
Mate, you wanted to make a point.
Yes, MBA.
Not to make a point.
Just as you say, I thought say Director General.
Ministry no unrelease it. Because it is out of their budget now.
Who another misconception who was say and a minister normally
Director General GBC already has a problem in terms of welfare of staff at the account. Not staff 80 say 3 point something there will be that money there. So no to protecting
of the Director General the way of bar out.
No, it was the fault of the minister.
Minister say in excess of 3 million.
Yeah.
It would so yes, trained by name the yen be absorb as GBC an entity no
At the time, my minister communication. At the time, my minister when him said GBC outsource part of the team. So. Sika hina wotua ma GBC. It's a simple matter. Oh, ya say.
Which entity na twa?
Madam say
GBC na outsource here.
Think it no twa here. No this kind of twa here.
Ministry
ma GBC.
GBC ma outsource.
Madam say
we give
Alhaji Haladu Haruna, member of the NDC's National Communications team. Solomon, gentlemen, Solomon Asante, a member of the MPP's National Communications team. Madam say to me share out here so air sempa 94.7 FM me pa mo cho na o twe be ye be say share ha na yetumi adi nkomo about Ghana yenko so na yendwendwe o man Ghana ho kwa ye betumi aboa e ma Ghana etumi akọ
at the detriment of the sportsmen. It's not very possible.
Okay yenko back to Winneba na yenko share ne airco ho ansa na yetumi amaye mo so me pa mo cho munya mutrema ye Yanko back to Winneba Yanko say you know how NDC former manifesto no to me call your team on war ground no and che yebeba near to me near call abena pokuya hene and any team no so hointi where yenche na yanko fa near call and from ransan yet to me as sorry so war ha Intenche bia no yede ne ekoso ewo Winneba ne bebro metumi hu visuals ayeko enche ombehye adwumadi na senemum your reporters on ground no bro the update from whatever is happening there. Okay. And this is and this do you have a Winneba no
me support about me contest promise no. Na odimu pa na ofrimu friend wadada aboso kan
wadada na mo sine bo square friend wadada
aboso kan papers ofrimu ene na yesie and sometimes whatever you do because of humanity
sure.
Party juma ho but at least dia eben na eboawo na oni ho a sabi ontumi ndane wo so on the basis of that na name ntimi nko but me free her me funeral dress no me come. You see the pain of politician. Yeah, now dress is no be brave. Yeah, as a Muslim, here say we share black and not white. But I say it is a tradition of a particular group of people who call more. You do what actually would so that you conform with it. Exactly. And me pay or her fugu no me na ma share me a year tadi. Unfortunately,
but I'm sure they will understand because you know.
No, certainly. You see, party is about how you relate to people. Say, but anyway, your relationship with people.
But peace pact, I didn't know if they must say we need the ambassador must sign a peace pact. I'm my conditions.
Oh my God, no create any room. Sa papa noa 2016. Oh kika, oh kikum. Yansafuwa uwahi. Se wati dia wakikaye. Ene wati nini. Wankashwi hivyo. Niya mabwani kosu. In fact, papa no can say, Reverend Marty, or can say, we are simbe hu ye airport. Or it is a crassy airport. John Dramani mama also frese yansafuwa ombra ombeji maino. Onuna ene oma airport. Standard, world-class airport. On tissue. But you see, let's face it, we are in opposition at a disadvantage. The first proposal is say all political parties should disband Omo Vigilantes group. Political parties are almost in the power, almost disbanded.
Okay.
Almost disbanded, we know MP before you recruit to Omo the police.
Anything I must one sign, no.
Now, or police at idea. Now 2016.
Abena Pokuya here is on stand. Abena, enti Mayanshe near air coso Winneba Sabremo.
Yagusu ewoha na yabomodi agwa radudo na mu ene ebimu ebedim komo na ya share omo expectation ene dey ene said ya media eko Adom TV is live. say munyina ha mama na wenu na ayade wana kasa wana be kasa etrade yin de won etrade yin
what I want to tell you
de mo de try no ayade yin cheche mu mama
you see what we have here. He's talking about 24 hours.
Utichi Kaji mama
Adena who are no. A Katapa 24-hour economy who. And Oben was said, John Mama Kasembi said, Anopa, and Anadu. Into one symbol we were her. Symbol way, Chira say, day and night. And it's a living economy. A living economy. What is here? And anybody who follows this thing will become perfect. Anybody who follows John Mama's 24-hour economy will become perfect.
But why Kofi Annan? Why Kofi Annan?
It's an interesting question. Kofi Annan is a Ghanaian and he represents the international community. He knows so much about what transpired in Ghana some time ago. So for now, he knows what transpired in Ghana some time ago. So he realized that there was something getting missing in Ghana. So his spirit has come back to tell us that he is in love with the 24-hour economy. That is what we have there. He said, I love 24-hour economy. And everybody there saying they love it so much. 24-hour economy, that 24-hour economy, Ghana has no future. Ghana has no hope.
Okay, Yankwa, yawo Omanpadida da Jerry John Rollins. Yes, so Omanpadida da Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Barack Obama ha, and Nelson Mandela. Now, but why, Mami see the symbolism no? Pictures are
this man, as in Jerry John Rollins, you know when we talk about Ghana, the reason why we are having these symbols. He's the
Utichi.
Mitichi.
Kachi mami.
Botuma Kamfantipa.
Kamfantin so pa.
Da me pa chane de sentia ye kita pictures yi. Ya pa chane ya kan da Ghana hade democracy, the founder of democracy, aya Jerry John Rollins. And when you mean what Zame pa chane de say waka democracy na aya NDC. Without NDC no, you need democracy. Yana yeti democracy amambo ase. Bukata. Damini amano ya titi nzama. Enti ya pa kire de ye nya asumdwe e wa ye krom. Abato anya ntokwa asem.
Meba ni ato asoma mo nko ba bia na mahunu owura John Dumelo. Woko ayawa so west work on abato mpesua no so awono e na eye parliamentary candidate e wo honom. Ye de no e mo nkomotew. Na fe ye hwe sadia oka John Adom TV ya mo atie o adaro.
That's it.
Biba to say ubedru ye nyoma te say.
Oh bibi aboko so far so good.
Eti Ghanaians expectation e dey no mo share enne ba bia wo no ye creative art industry and what is no you are into agric. These sectors no dey na Ghana for expecting free ho.
Well, I think at the end of the manifesto no ye nyina ye be hu adia NDC was about for Ghanaians no, but for us, you know, creative arts and agric. For me, creative arts and agric is most important, and I've read through it. But I just want the president to also reiterate it, and then we can talk about it. But what I can tell you is that I don't know a better chin MPP for one manifesto. Yeah.
I did change about the industry now, woman.
Definitely.
Until the team be a bit said, oh, get to be answer.
The person me boss na cancer or can we are not between account once and pacho.
It was a agric sector. What are the challenges? What no here solution? His Excellency John Mahama.
One of the things on irrigation, and I mean I've been a very big fan of irrigation. I read manifesto now, it talks about irrigation and it talks about what are there irrigation for the Ghanaian farmer. Okay. Yeah.
Me focus kasia ba kwanu amene ye rere kopokum ekasa na ye share ba no agric na farmer centered de bia na kuafo no so mo ye adwuma no but ebi mu na diska na omo no ema wo ho as a farmer yourself who no say na situation it here.
You know them na situation is planting for food and jobs now. MPP for Telebaya. I mean, it's dead on arrival. It's one district, one dam now. It's dead on arrival. I mean, one district, one dam. I mean, me say first. Let me say, I do it. But along the line, you can see there was just a money-making venture. One district, one dam has failed. Planting for food has failed. Planting for rearing and jobs was a baby na work and what to assume. still a Nyama Boyazin, still a Itzban Boyazin, still a Dokum Boyazin. Why? Because Ebrono Boyazin. But what the NDC manifesto is coming to do is come to address all these challenges so that there's price stability across.
I
did for you.
Okay. John Dumelo, I was West Wagon constituency parliamentary candidate. Ojem Mudiama NDC Amanyokonum and our Tenekano. Now, Memrati and Amanomo Ebonko, Miguswad in the moon. Na ye Pebinum na ya Nyoma Kasana Fe. Yasha and Chemubia and Wawaduma. One more at the Ebamayang. And yet the NDC manifesto launch. And ye Guswa at the Emma Ewahano. Bema, what's the constituency bank?
If we Upper West, Nadoni Kaleo constituency. Upper West, Nadoni Kaleo constituency.
Hey, now quite wapa.
And about me a student to EW.
I was a student to her. A student union, no more said that what to say 10 no more. More, members no way.
Okay, because I have national program, the members have scattered. So as of now, we have not gathered as members obtained by our members on campus.
As a student, I didn't know expect to say now better a manifesto.
Well, I'm expecting nothing but the best of policies from our leader. That is what I'm expecting.
What kind of best idea now? Can we a student who specific?
I'm saying, because everybody is crying so we are expecting that our leader should lay down policies about my young students. We are forcing even this academic year on increasing students university fees by a percentage which is very wide. So we are expecting say about or they and never be more young students so young better and so
made us a bemena mamitio. Then a person committee.
Oh, me person, me can't show be our holiday. A year election preparation and you'll be coming down. And go for no more air flying, but at the end, will be a dancer say NDC, a bit my Cali the day, you couldn't be a bad idea.
May I say, over constituency bank?
No, more okay. Me and Pina, Honorable Samuel, at a most.
Okay. Mamitio, what expectation you're doing?
My expectation there. His Excellency John Mahani, Mahama, all my youth, you know, they want enemy expectation. Nothing so taxing better, no. When you offended, skinny infidel, I'm a youth, you know, young water. Was into for careful to bed. Now at the end of the day, you know, over there, you levy, over Janina, the man, yes, sir. Into a pere, I feel. The Batuama is Excellency John Domani Mahama. I'm a Sabada, young youth, you know, young attorney.
Meda say ja patwode na obeka
mama ka na musume fi commander na egwafa ablem mama ka fa na amanwa de dadu hu ne de oya John Dramani Mahama ogbadu na afafa ya hu because afafa premise ya nya bi anto wala nwa po watumi da apa nam na waje tuma na waje tabu na waje tum on na afafa ya nya ze kasa ya peda ya papa John Dramani Mahama on ya mama professor Gena no pokwadu wo gbadu na afafa o se na ya papa no bo Samuel Waka sell. Because the premise in the party chairman, not your premise. And say your papa John Dramani Mahama Abba premise of now once. Now you would have some again. And what on 4,200 per drum.
Now someone so NDC address so yateti someone so I have 5 for yano and the premise party for the 20 NDC for want to be.
I have fallen.
Want to be.
I have fallen. I have fallen.
Afarfo na yede ma breso no nyabotre be ma nyabotre ma breso na anamo mo woso no ye nya ne tie se de wo kan premise ho asem hyase enye ne na wo de na wo kan no
evidence because obi o ye kan wo na o ye nhama ne wura why you need sika kwotwa nhama why you need sika kwotwa adbon moto na waje premise na ahye ne nsa onyimi na wai onye bi
hwan ya hefa na wo kan
kwaremina oyana Kwaminiba, Ayana, Kwamori, Ayana, Kwakepkos, Ayana, all the Kwasabetini Nala, Connection, Aluquado, National Premise Board Chairman, he also make a K. Yabu one fiasco, yeah, I want to say, Yabu one fiasco. Yabu one tell.
Mathematics, how can I say? So I say, or top premise, and I
don't know, Gina premise now. I am president. I know it's Nano Crum, Nanaka, and that's what a premise connection 2,900. Yellow, Kufu yellow gallon, what on 3,008.
And I don't have 501 Ghana cities. You find one for me 200 but 3,900, 3,800. Yankwa, Apuatuma. Well, then you pay over there about 25 years. And we don't put what to me that. And then I go for the noble junior without what to.
Upon closes now, okay, Chassis 2016. From Nyabotre, Bema, Nyabotre, that be Nyabotre Mame. They are from the Fisheries Commission. And it's a 2016 almost Chassis. I don't know one more at the year. I can see now more trawlers no more so no. And I can't no my sanity about more for the sum. And you know, almost one mutuma, a boamu casa, Emma, and Namino Edroson, and Mamma Farifo, Montpanosa. The Panasa, who did I be able to know when I win your buy? I'm over to an Isabaco. Mumbo to an Isa one day. There be possible. Maybe I possible. Because I wouldn't away, Wukumako, another Sumianuku, when Isabako. Ghana Fina, Yanisabako, Yamako. And I'm not to them. And I'm or the Sum, since I am working for Togo. And I working for Nigeria. And she has said that John Dramani Mahama, and then Professor Genano Pokajum Waba, double criticism when you for Navafo, Yawan. I say, Odo, you be me. Why if I no pay Patrol Shahamame? Now, I will constituency. Me Patrol me Filipuni is Techimai. Uno is Techimai. Opaso Casamiti. Ma, me Buni is woman organizer, constituency. Na, Kakra me person make can once. Just say, you can. You best say that you be brain to make a kakra. And then make a choice a minua bar. Adriana was some yet in Wagana. Banchia, not on Mama Bresso, yet one of 5 cities. 1 city, Meme say, I will touch my drum, and then you're 20 cities, 50 cities. I won't stand here and lie to you. Ghana yet the Yankasa. Mami, when him say Techima, any to buy and supply Ghana pa. And now who rat Techima marketer. Buy a bayamo 50 cities, mienu, a yare was them. A brand a radon dramani mamma tia conyasono. Nasa buy reno, 5 Ghana cities. And then who bought Techimaya or Kada drivers is so. Taxi drivers is so fuel yentimento. I got the 4 year baka, Minaba, yes, me I make us a mere judging, so I know what I'm talking about. Me a businesswoman. And now, yes, can you nash because what you call Shema, Emma, what you call Joshua, Yento. Now, you're away, Baumia. What does you say Ghana for? Yentu a Banfa Mano. And then people for some more breaking 8. 80 ben mobile breaking. Mosha Ghana for you now, you wouldn't buy a cry. Say, I can say, I wouldn't buy a cry, baby. Some say, na free access or more fan buy. And the free access are young animal to any and Makway way a free access. Yawa John Dramani Mama, Debia Meka, Papa Naniswadi Uno, and now Kufuado, and 10 not a machino, and or before free access, and until I want money in Yenu. When him Gentia make a then I Niswadi Uno, a Mampania Kufuado Saseka free access and 2008. It's don't say 2008 no Kanya, Bebana or Mampani Mahama Casa. When in Gentia make us, and run out a mess, Beja Kuno wait now. What shall say? Not school. Students are no much not say, eco school doors war my emo. No, what shall say? Or school are dying. Aye, son, your money in a day after war. You John Dramani Mama Bayano. Or best see blocks. Now a person why quality education. Now why SS may a free in Tino. Or see blocks. Sanya when you saw a Jim Mabuno, ma any young kola, you better tell more school. On Benya baby, or Mobeda, or Mobenya baby, on that may esnya dear. No more traffic light SSB. And nothing I make out of a year John Dramani Mama. Nani Swadi Huno. Many make us say, where you know. Ghana phone to about the excellency John Dramani Mama. Now about one day Ghana Shamo. Send people for us say kasa obo be free access. On go no soda. Me da say. Obe ani here. Me da say mama kwana meni nkomo. Ma hunu say ekuo bi eba. O say voter diaspora caucus. Voter diaspora caucus. Mami raha na meni e ma na mo nkomo. Mami raha. Mame wana be kasa. Mo free voter na do. Mpachan. Ya hade bokwa mo na oh, Mama, when is Gentina? After 2024 way, inshallah, Mama, be unique. Over unique life.
Yeah, every mumpo, mama and a baby. Hey, the aqua to one of Pano. Because Bebrana, why am I? Why you be Bramaye? Now to go for you. I feel that Kayani into Papa wedding here. No, I'm not about boy. 2024, mama now. Yes, now 2025. Yeah, tonight, so I just say, yeah, Brani, I can't have it yet. Yeah, the mom. Mammy, Chana, minute, more and Cassa. Mommy, Mammy, Rawai. Mommy, Moon, I vote and I'm free by Mbato. At the end, I'm on Yadine. Mbato. I need you know every voter go by your papa, Mahama, and you're quiet in Yaba, and you need it. Then Abaka 24 hours economy. Never, no, I call me youth auntie. Let me ask Nyanya Domia, no, I call me Tammy auntie. Yes, Mamile. Meda since way a voter caucus, and on my abedruno, and yeah, a drama edition, or more adrosopa, or more adrosom. Now, Ada menya no kasa una na wudi asayana me ana media esa agbaja no fatu ho kakra mama fatu kakra hey meda say na de na wo beka asega na for eti ani dia manyan bia obi nti ase en na say no abana ya ba no ya ba say ya ba ya hihye bia ya ba tuma sese mu oni ti na ya ba ha just say ya ba abekasa ama ye ina ya ba ha no ye nsisa bibia mu ahoche no dosu ya bre ya wo fomu ina omu nsisa bu maye no mu tie ye ho ase meda say ena wote ye no ye voter caucus be me na ma me fa nchen voter caucus yeah na voter caucus can vote can okromo kasa yeah voter caucus to be na yeah NDC minya Goma is central region Goma is consequence voter caucus yeah mi cho give a kaswava ta mianya voter caucus to emi bona stand NDC I don NDC etami ba fiaro ta le NDC na ruja 2024 enya mi abedo sa yema ho ma Kenya win 2024 bye bye meda say bye bye ene ma me fa wo enrem na yenko edom a ewasasi so no enye edom ketwa na jama bi kwaso wo ha yensha kakra jama bi kwaso wo ha na ye rem na ye ko Kamana una moya madetio adete na bososa mura tiri mama baba diwo yeah University of Education, mame. Also, I do my theater. And then I'm also catching Ghana. Madam, if you can't swear, I want to say that is how I come see. But now, so 16 good years, no job for the youth. Yeah, bruh. New market, one of the largest markets. Our central region now. Our come to Onyashe. Eti ya the now call the woman. Ya the name, I person ya the name power. Eti our come to other castle. That's it. Enti ye gusua ene na mu ewo ha
ya eni omafo adi nkomo nya omafo keke NDC amanyoko no na ya niomo adi enkomo na fe ya said the anima air company for shame no I so from Tubre and what a donko dear now on Mampanida John Dramani Mahama Babedru on a yen fan Catonia Bedia now my bedroom now and some qua one more added better man for any man on the manifesto launch no more dear not so dear about Abetum now Mamma quite a man in chain about other Bammy near Moncobo. But every constituency, if we ban to my constituency, I'm ban to my Asante region. Oh, wow. Mate, now what can you obey? Now, and they Ghana for me, fan say, and my 8 years with you now, Becca, at your Ghana for me.
Make a sure man, you know, say you was oye. And this year party, Papa was a year to about my 2024. If you say you're running mates, Professor Nana Jeno Pokwajamai. Or the women's bank bank and ever one man in and your man, whether one man and up why you couldn't also so. Ever why and bank and you ever from a maso and Kuala, Equasi and Penny Forso. Nin I am ma, Bema Ukraine walk on. It's ma, yes, Yanya Zoe. It's a man in I make a check on a for man in our set. Or beyond to Obama. Friend is John Dramani Mahama. I will be your president. Na before near the papa bia de maye. O munia de papa bia de maye. O mamba ama ekom and the Ghana for. And Yanto Obama, John Dramani Mama, and then a running mate. John no J Nana can be bitter Bantama for. Bantama, Mechama Chamai David, Yempisi, Honorable Quajo at the head of Pa, Mechao, Bantama Manina, Yapasa Yabetu Asanso, Efriso, near to Obama, Quajo at the head of Pa. Meda say, Nana. Hey, I seen of one. Hey, I seen of a forward chrome. Hey, I seen of your chrome. Me and Penny. Honorable Joe Quessy. Me, your friend Juliana Lai. My dear, didn't me or Danka. Seen of what I can say. Yet, you know, Mumma and come home. Yet to my Joe Quessy. Joe Quessy, no better me a boy was seen of. Mocha Chanka Quino. Kwa odi twanka kwa faso oja kwan no na betomu asianwesu anwa asianwesu yesu ye ya bakrom obi abehu yen eti twanka kwan na jokwesi aya amaye no eso ya bu na tanyese kodu se no mudi titi na ko be ye dia chense wasino ona bu jokwesi ya debe ya tucha mawo wo wachi obi ani hobiom mensro asino ye nyina kambom yentuma jem jokwesi obi ani hobiom ya parliamentary jokwesi ya presidency jem medase o se jm ento aso eh asamuni bemena odo ayin for Spartans mo ya for Spartans mo ya ni
pressure group or UW University of Education.
Oh okay Martin na mo members why mo na mo boy nyom no ayo dia na person kayetie o
Pajo say
dia na person kayetie o
ya de ne say ya hwese bibia be kosuye anu ti na e wa anum say program no ye ba say ye be ma program no aya kama anu ti na Spartan for so om to nsa frɛ no ye ba ye no
ti ka Spartans anu ma je so abusua na
there be who can Spartan ye just so forever strong who hwe machia aha oh it who can Spartans and I just so forever strong
yeah that's it
your members outside na that your members more diaspora nyina na your best say almost some mbra na your program ni koko
Spartans for na wate omonka no na enye wo ba hanu ma energy no e wo soro pa my friend kwa hanso na femini emrante ne maba wani bi so a atwa kan kwai e mo nkomo kakra ah momo eh one call power one call power hey one call power no kwase one call no na na bi hu no one call eh men come on and I will come on one call power ayo matedia na one call mo ye ehefo mu frɛ he me pa cho ye Africa so akole
Africa so that is Utu Senya East constituency. Honorable Felix Nnawoye Okuno ah we ready ye ba be two how akumsi swap commando ye two afiwe one goal we are here just for the manifesto. We are here to support our great party NDC. Inshallah 2024 NDC is coming live. Felix Nakoyo is coming to power. Ewutu Sina East constituency live. One goal.
One call for mo sha adwuma me visa wa kumsin eye wa baton pesua no so a mo wogidie pass mo betumi atu no me pa ba o say
ahwe ye betunu
onye hwe
eno po ya na hye hawa ma opo ye betunu na akoya na be wini ya bra no
adwuma hawa etimi ye wakasoa eye bola no atimi alobi abakasoa mamu udu kasoa ade a ubetini bola bo kan wakasoa enti ye kasoa for yesi ya adwipese this time around 2024 ye ntu aba ma hawa biom ye betu ama Felix na akoyo okuno ama onu so aba ne ya so onu so ahwe because hawa ya bre 12 years in parliament wantimi anya hwe ama ye se bola no watimi alobi abakasoa ye da mo ase ayo
ana odu kaswa ade ohu pa ya MPP posters anu ne adwuma oye odu run about posters nkoa onye hwe posters nkoa ana osi kaswa meburu ampa adwuma nanso election year eduru yei wanya amanfo a obukita ni poster we ni billboard obukita billboard e wa run up nanso osi meburu ampa adwuma nanso wanya memuru ama wukita billboard ejuma no ene na billboard na oma ya ejuma nya iti yesi na akoyo okuno honorable Felix na akoyo okuno ye betu hawa kumsi akoyo beba oya akoyo beba oya akoyo beba oya akoyo beba
Say one call, and then it's a one call for Africa, so and a buyer, and a second D, and one of his second D by.
Be second D, lawyer play, ama, because a Japan mesa for about 8 years, the Wabe MP was second D, not even a single development in second D. Abe second D, MPP, where the second D for 28 years. The first one here, Honorable Papa Uso and Kumaba MP was second D for 20 years, and then lawyer Andrews Ejapamesa, since you are Minister for Tourism. Why be the MP for 8 years? Since you are also additional 4 years, mobile 12. Say, yeah, make Canada more chede. Second for one day MPP number. What will I'm an MPP for 28 solid years. Wabra, not even a single development in second D. Until this time around, you can trade the people of second D there. One for my lawyer play ama because on the CC Alombe. Omba Benumo Bat, Yasham Puntujuma, or that be second year. On the Yana to Tasrade, Obiala always second D Biala, onto Naba, not for my lawyer play ama.
Medasibemena, yea. And yes, I honorable Nelson da Fema ko ewoha. Ye no among honorable Akwaba.
Yena.
Say we lawyer yi de na me do be ko legal fa hono mo. E ba ne legal system na menim say ene manifesto mo de betu dwa yi no. Say de tie bia no mo betache on. Challenges be na mo hwe wo hono ma enia ehia agent attention na mo be ka ho asem.
Me da say once o hwe ye justice delivery system na. O hwe 2024 judiciary, that's the budget consideration now. Case to be court now 15 years. Adentra, as I said, Judge Bar, who city from magistrate court, who city fee 8 o'clock. Nnawotwe Yi anopa. Na about no mienua no apon. Circuit court o city efi non-crown anopa ebo no mienu ewia no apon. High court a city non-crown anopa ebo no mienu ewia no apon. Court of appeal a city non-crown anopa ebo no mienu no apon. Supreme court a city non-do anopa ebo do mienu no apon. Na John Dramani Mahama SC
na cases no apeso enti no obeye 24-hour economy no courts NCT and Opankwa BM we shall have night courts and weekend courts esa say under prosamils no or the weekend courts by now weekend courts no me kai say I was practicing before the weekend courts ebini say senate sa uye sa uji nipa we jumam na senate deductions we tua prosecutors no omo de call week Saturday courts na ye di wasema we district courts sa uye tax reductions na wanya ni year ya de call Saturday courts and a family tribunal divorce in kitinkiti no ya de omo call Saturday courts ne ya and etwa to okra sa unim na kowia ECG for kania ni achiwa ECG for prosecutorial powers no kita omusem omo de call Saturday court it is Saturday court no eyade ana NDC for ye ne de ba ye bet MPP ba ya no omo amana njira it John Dramani e ka say in addition to Saturday court no even Monday to Friday court no enye anopa Nnawotwe anase nonkron ekosi ewia no mienu biem ebeya 2 sessions or 3 sessions within the 24-hour economy seni ebeya enaminu about say uto asase na problem ba huna wo quarter asem no any 10 years any 15 years ebedi be 1 year per ni ewie those are the policies the ban of pay and of course freshmen in the university my sister you are a journalist menim say who won me aba no me nua mema no omunya admission obi wo ha onya admission or the bill brewer admission a ubo ni atro etise Malcolm bill instead of 10,000 on betro 9,999 me wan 10,000 bill utua utumi this are MP na boa this are other entities na beboa eti osi freshman level 100 people no oba those school fees payments no yen fa how wo dey bre school wo be year 1 year na wie no wa stabilize it ni assess students loan and wo ho anu age MP loan na beboa wa assemblies loan na beboa wa so these are some of the policies are obeti and kasa ebe kasa for one of pay
Mate mame fa won traffic gra e ka judgment dem ta beto man so aye ya risk ye japade no wo tie se de kwa attorney general che so no ne de ne say wo ma wie de aka ne finance minister adwuma wo so mo ye payment enti se finance minister anya ya ansem twefo nko finance minister ho na ye nko bisa sansem no enye ono na so de so be respond be ye finance minister adwuma ma no ye hwe na ahyase energy judgment dem ta ba ne ba bia de be
me da se minu about say traffic gura ansem no eye bebrebe yetimi nyina wini ba ha enka emane nsiye but ni tete ani say yesama ye wo a court of arbitration wo London no attorney general wan ko defending yen etina asem no ye bua ye no eto ye so na tamwa da ni ba no say so ko defending ye ho no na chese emre ne ko it is the indolent imrofu and assessing a can of Remuno. It is the indolence of the Attorney General's office. Me, Godfrey, me money support because he's one person in the office of about 250 lawyers. It is Attorney General what about the Deputy Attorney General? What about the Solicitor General? What about the whole lawyers in the ministry? Until they fail to defend the interests of Ghana. That was our case. Until best say, Pemrepa, that frame your studio, I won't cry. Near room because somewhere home no, and watch it.
Mamma said,
Miss Midasi.
Honorable Nathan Nelson, the Fiamako, Oko, a South Day constituency, on a member of parliament, our Hodom. Now, a brand Tiabako, Ewaha, Mamma name Kobama, a frosting.
Yes.
Your frosting.
I don't go at Tule Jacob. Campaign coordinator, person with disabilities for John Mahama. Na Yawaha, ya did them. Ghana Hanina, Ewa Hanum, Eddie support. My Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Esan say, experiment na ye with Dr. Bomiano and Koye. Dr. Bomiato and Tro. The Ocho Casa Bayama disabled falling in and Koye. Or Kate say, toll boot no, or the member disabled for Mamma Juma. nanso wagu tol juma no omo modi dem no ebi ewu ebi yerema jaja omo ntimi en tua omo bills. They have become liabilities. And this is almost say, I've read here, Omoni John Dramani Mama Neko, Omobeto, upon boom, 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 boom. At the amount John Dramani Mama. John Mama say, oh, we near, yeah, you did them. You have got tertiary school from year 1 to 400 free. Obama accommodation free. Yeah, you did them. Say, too much of Mama, that's all we need. We are. Your medical bills, free. Just said, oh, yari. And no one say who hospital. What did them inquire? Oh, you're no hospital. Obama free. That is essentially the man, Mama Eka. And now my ya did them say, I ye support every man. Yempe Obia, all try so okay, good morning, Quadia. Now I shall hear my say, I'm morning and Opa and I saw Jetum. And the ya did them, Yanina routine for essentially John Dramani Mama.
Medase bebe na na wote ne nka no na yento aso na fe yen kɔ bia ya conference center hodom no na ɛhɔ na dwumadie ni nyina no ɛbɛkɔ so ɛwɔ hɔ na yɛnhwɛ mpanyifo bia ɛwɔ anim ha na yɛnuomo ɛmobɔbobɔ nkɔbɔ no kakra na yɛnto aso yegusoa ɛwɔ winiba ɛha ɛna NDC amanyoko no wɔmo launch wɔmo manifesto na in fact mabeto ye creative industry no mabeto bebre na ɛwɔ ha se ne mame hyan nkɔbɔ na se wɔ ha ya na yɛnkɔdɔ yɛm mama yɛma wɔ still morning yɛma wache mejo so mabeje konya dada ayo then Abeka Medican and John Dumela dim come about creative industry so or part of mono. And then I'm going to say air Koswa and Utimudu Matita Ba, Mosha and Yama best say. No, my baby, Koswa, Yaman Koye, Yabia, Yabaya, you try a senior, Sineno Adiemu, Yanto City Niho, say Bibia or digital, Anthony Yabaya. Yes, I'm theatre near Pair was City Theatre. Theatres Mayana. You have premier a cine a womb. Now, and also, the penny as a obey 1 year because that was so obey. But ye barber support to and your creative art in Kwa. Ye hear youth to know, say a youth to the Babasso. Ye hear Pomode to say I are Sabia and Mwaka Siaka. Any a dynamic Nyama Yadibaya Juma a womb. To say about time for hospital. Bed in New York, no other form, Obianya pneumonia, no other form. Na ye youth in Nam, Obia school, Oben so pure water, no 2 milk or Kwan, so no kit any degree. Ninano, or my may free health, education, any a Juma, anti what or obey ye Gidia Wonimu, until your Passay, a sack of fanamba, not over Sunday of my. But I see Mamma Faizauni and Nnawotwe Yi Carona. Meba me mama ho mama ni bigger quiz out and pato big. You bet me abon come on. Now, the last time I'm on the former president and Nobel launching manifesto share, you know. Issues we sorry, Brian Mamma Messi, see the Cocasaye, and make we actually be mono and tears, and say, a Sikana Mudia, Mumu bottom. Some Benyaka, the Municipal Benya, some bottom to the more yet, and then I responsible now the man. The mechanics and carbine we ought to see and Kebenya casting in your mefinins. So I some now, Messi, the cocaine, 1 can ye cry. John Dramani Mahama and tell you, Bia Cabiayo. Only a bet now say, Ebisai, dear here. And they be saying to Trotro embarrassing. And to Munya and Komu Peka, any papanica, send a sad on your must lock, Ebecasa, same Waben obet media boying, Nanka yetiane kakra. It's I had to say loan, Wakakodia, dear Utiane kakra. And no crampon and super so. Miamitia say, man, yebi, our records smooth. And see, I am one say, or Becca, say papane check cars. Cars where he, Miamitia say, man, yebi. And you know, some Ninia, and some I no crack. Oh, more take car Ninia our receipts. And Kayan Tinkro for ye. And Kayabetin Crawford. Oh, more receipts. Ah, just say, oh, Mutiane kakra.
Senior bank for your Timmy Mom Casa or Mutianica. That was the same thing the man was doing to help us. And see, in some now more cano, more munimum, some now more cano. Or more no mumbe beside anymore, ye knew
na o say ya na mpanyefo bu bebi say sese bomo chichi free so ase ebe ka cho say den chema wa ye nyina chiye obi oye part of mo na obi anso ni mercy ase edu say ka no onya bi ni je say ye de chemo but the wo kan che say ya de mo amutu aye nti no na ene say the mercy ka na ye ntra na
mercy no mu misa na pa e bia no no onya wo baby. I don't really know where she got hers because records were her. Munko check, munko find it out. Say yeah, can munko say ya checkers. So go and find out. Muye media people ni nyame munko must log out. Mbe catch mu say yeah the car se che ya. Anka by this time ye mu bi o ha ye ntimi nante ya. Come on mu je ye na say anka mu ntimi nante ya say because aban we buy obehwehwe mu. Wo mo ntimi antue scan anwie no. Ye je car no. Me ma mi ote a Christiana Wuni. No ye je ne car.
Ya je ne car.
Ya je ne car. Enti ne car wo twine ono ane modern car e no kra ye je ne car wi aketekete e ka kire ne senti won tu eska ni anwie because o tu eska ni bi wanwie ti aban we ba ye no e no behwehwe mu e no ka kire ne so mfa balance ne bra na me ma mi oni bi because onu no nim so betua ne kakra ka o ye adwuma no no otua ne kakra kakra but that time no mba ye ne adwuma no kra na ye hu so enti o ti ase enti no ono ne de ne se ye gye enti mo hwehwem ansa no makasa ansam ne sasam na maame ne kan me nim se yesuma no seden o me de me nhyɛ dan ni
me da se migusoa ewo kuma wood na salingo Martin
Sajindi yenua
ka no nya bi
oh there sa ka asem na the propaganda issues into ya me pese me kon
propaganda e free hin say omo ti say yen fan say maslock die kura na wante say ade na ye cha wante ana una omo ama
say ntwa to so said me say my sister can a process that ho if you want you apply now what go to processes na the amount now what pay in installment what you here and it's asem no mo say NDC a check cars some celebrities a check celebrities cars it doesn't it's not here nor there propaganda e di film bi keke e no person mo dey attach e party no any celebrities no it is never so opa it is a phone that we opa na say una wo ton you come to me we bargain we negotiate okay bi abusumi bia menya 2 cedi di amount say bi no mo ka no say yen koji iPhone 8 no 1 cedi 2 cedi no e bia say bia pepe na see it wo a wo pe no you apply for it wo a wo pe no you don't apply for it it di omo kan dey e fallacy
mama na se no bre na meba mama me ne me nua ba ye din komafa cars ya moko musia former president Mahama ba ye no se masrock de no modem na wo se mutua ne kakra no saka bia na
ya me saka bi
utumi tua wie ya sa na ban sesen ba
ma timi antua wie nti wo magye wo made car no wo mo ai
car be na wo saka
oh Fiat sa Fiat salon Fiat kiti bi enya car bia sa manual car Fiat kiti bi sa
into omo ba no na so ntumi ntua de aka nti no mo gi free unsam na na
me smart me driver e na omo kwaji wo kwa wo 37 ho baby na omo frame me se me mra ne entra se ne enka ho asem baby a metua duro ene de aka na me metua e na mbisa se aka sent bo ye no kra e che miami mu mete ha scan do so ntimi ntua e na me se me ma ho omo mfa ai
je se ye de car se chiche mo se de ye te no
ka nche ye ya papa mfa ka nche ye da do wo gina ba bia kan me se ye ka wo me se ye boa se wo adaje a wa tutu nan ko maslock ho na ko ye wo wayi ko hwehwe no kura wom se mama ba gi card che ye ya anata ye ntua ye tua ye ya ntua no ofra me no wase me mra ne anka balance ho ase wanka se waje car no se ye de achievement no wo car no ne enye papers because we tua wi ansa ne the paper na ma enti ya ntua nwie ana mo age wo made enti mama fa ka nche ye
me da se ma big we the way ye monitor maba the supporter mashas yati mo nkomo bebre no a narrative bebre na so na mo mountain say mo boto mu ti na mo de na ma mudi sa adwuma yi ye pese ati free wanum ye akoma mu support say the change ni na mo hwehwe say ga na nkoso ana say personal.
Thank you very much. It's not a personal indeed, but it's a true heart of individual persons because
gone are the days 2015. I was in MPP. I supported MPP 2015. So the strategy in which our president doing for Ghanaians and I dislike. That is why I'm now intending to NDC. So it's not about personal, but it's about things that our president did not do. That is why I vote for NDC. Yeah.
Now, because you say Brafun now, Kana.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. Since when?
I'm schooling here, so since 2020, 4 years now. So I'm speaking English.
You say they won't catch you.
Unless I'll go to Ashanti region, Kumasi. Yeah.
Unless you go to Ashanti region, son of a country.
Exactly, because every region have its language. If you come to Takoradi, Cape Coast, you speak Fanti. If you go to Hohoi, you speak the Ewe. So if you're in Accra, then we speak English. So now.
But then if you're in Accra, that's also can cry.
If I'm in Accra, I will speak Gan, but the actual language in which some people are saying they are speaking English. So now I'm speaking English.
Yo, Mato, I think I'm going to say. Na, Mami Rahana, Mene, Mami, Wadarma, Adom TV. I heard a match over here. I'm watching. Now, who free him? I will call him
Cecilia, me fee. Crowd ni mu ekora hall ni mu.
Ede na obeka ma usa do medi wachi de do so pa.
Ene de ori a obeka se o kan kwe no fina na maso ade aba ha sei. Nyagopo wadom. Ye nyina ya bedu asibie mu. Ene ye pese ye tie nsempa a edi sakra ye bebre Ghana man. Eso mu nyina di mechi ba ya. Na chese ye try say ye benya hope bi asia fi ha ko.
Na okan kwe no to hwa enioma te sen ma
o nyame adom sabi yemfa ye constituency emebo chacha mem banfo nya gidie wo memu na wo mato abama me as their member of parliament enti no mi wo gidie wo rehye mu se omo be retain me na obi a oni mi kwa akansie oye deputy minister ya to abama no 2 times e won the constituency or sign see your him our home. Then I thought I know what you feel. Yen for your constituency and be such a person, sir. Baby, I knew what would you need home. Now, I knew what I can of any for your constituency. Shall sana. Me man forward, GD or me move. Masumu ye. At least the constituency no one central for Munim. For the past 24 years, MPP in Semunewo. Me my basu, this is my 4th year more I ever. For 24 years, MPP there no. One single bed, the only public hospital we have is Achimota Hospital. One single bed, Makoma Achimota Hospital, 52 hospital beds. We MPP now we are now who on papa, who better swanya yare. Nyamaka krakra be brave. Nipa odimi wechi nyebetimiako www.stillobana.com. Ejuma maye nyina wo ho. Yesi nipa wa ye no e no de tukrata so se challenge no. Na mi wo chidie wo rehye mu se ma ban ni ade mu pono matimi aya nua egu mi website ono. So when the John Dramani Mahama beka me ho a the game changer obeboa me ama my sister constituency no. And next we read me constituency a ejadifo na doso wo ho. And then me ba launch ya be fa ya chafa e de akọ adanti women's banking no me ma o mu di dan ne o mu ko ji loan a interest e da so bi anya BP ayare ewu don't Dramani Mahama women's banking e ba no me boa wo mu am wo manya loans a e ho jo
na Teresa nipa ya wo kana asam sa wo fa constituency o mo fa ento chacha no o free akrapem not say de wo kan. For the first time of the contest here within the MPP, what to me breaking about the parliamentary candidate. The supporter will kita. What I saw a deputy minister, not just say be a ban of financial issues or na or hodomo. The aura around her no unyin is a bit to me too as a member of parliament.
There was some backgrounds. And yen social media. There was some backgrounds. Na mo bet here ni akoso. O kan no